Thank you, folks. Welcome to Lorehammer. My name is Court. I'm going to be your host for the evening. This is going to be a very special episode. We are going to play our first ever Adeptus Triviaris. This is going to be a fun trivia episode. If you are new to Lorehammer, this is going to be a little bit different. We love talking all things 40K lore. This is going to be putting our co-hosts to the test and seeing what they know and what makes them stupid. So with us tonight, we've got the man, the myth, the legend, Mark himself.
Oh man, my heart's beating. I'm so excited to prove all the knowledge that I've learned over the years against none other than Christian. Finally, the battle I've been waiting for.
Speaking of which, we got Christian in the house.
What's up, guys? I would love to be able to reference all my material back here if these books weren't fake, but
You've been reading your fake fabric books again, have you?
yes, that's where I get all my information from.
My world just shattered when you moved that banner and they just started moving. I was like, oh, man. Well, speaking of world shattering and conspiracies and cryptids and whatnot, we've got Logan from Hydra Thoughts. What's up, Logan?
Hey, thanks for having me. And the Bible says that those who are last will be first. So when I lose this, I'm really first. So just so you guys know.
Nice.
Wow.
Nice. Well, thank you guys for being here. We've got the chat going right now. Love you guys. Thank you for being a part of this. Mark's going to tell you a little bit about how you guys can get involved in the chat too, and maybe get on the Patreon. So, Mark, hit him with what we got.
Yeah, just come check out Lorehammer's Patreon. For a couple bucks, you can just join the fun that we have. You can join the live stream. People are saying liar, like liar is saying Courthammer, so loves this kind of stuff. But yeah, come join that. Real cheap. Go check it out. Links in the description below.
Yeah.
Ad free.
Ad free, baby.
You heard it.
Yeah.
Jack in the chat says, "Show us your teeth."
Yeah, everyone give it teeth check. The Discord was talking about when you lose, when you answer a question wrong, you have to pull out a tooth with the pliers and give it to Court.
That is true. And at the end, you're going to wager your teeth too.
Yes,
So you are an orc. It's currency for you.
That's right. I'm rich, baby. All right. So we're going to get right into, what do we got? We thought Christian was podcasting from the Black Library. Nope, it's the Fabric Library.
I'm actually legally barred from the Black Library because of the last time I was there.
Overdue books.
If the Black Library is a fictional library and his library is fictional, therefore he is in the Black Library.
There's all libraries and no libraries at the same time.
Oh my gosh.
So Christian and I get a point right now.
Yeah, we get bonus points for that.
Okay, deducting
Sorry.
points. All right.
Jack in the chat said if Christian loses, he can't come back. So the stakes are pretty high for me here.
This is your last episode, yes. So
it could be.
Oh, well, yeah, the chat's firing off already, and I love all of you guys too. Thank you so much. It's been really cool to kind of get this thing going. I've been actively working on my Google sheet that has like just everything listed for tonight. It's gonna be great. So guys at home, if you're listening, please play along, tally up your own scores, and let us know in Discord how you did. The chat, ladies and gentlemen, please be posting stuff and interact with us. I'm going to go over some rules, though. Okay, we do have some rules here. So I have specific categories that are going to be announced. They will have multiple questions in them. These all have to do with 40K on some level. Our contestants / co-hosts are going to be answering in written form if the question is directed at all of you. So I will tell you if the question is for a specific host to answer or if it's for all of you. If it's for all of you, no shouting out, no saying anything. You're going to write it down just like Logan did there. And then when I say reveal or something like that, you're going to lift up your answer and I'm going to mark to see who's correct and who gets made fun of. Okay. If the answer is, or if the question is for a specific host, I will let you know. Each of you is going to have a specific question per category. That host then can verbally say the answer. And if they get it wrong, the other co-hosts can raise their hand as fast as possible. Example. Good job, guys. There we go. Thank you, Mark. And there it is. First person to get their hand raised gets called upon. Okay. If you get
pays to pay attention, don't it, boys?
That's right. That's right. If you guys get answers incorrectly, you are not deducted points. Okay. There are moments where you will be deducted points, and we will go over those in just a minute. So, where does the chat fall into this? Now, I need you guys in the chat to not be typing answers. Okay. I say again, if you're in the chat, do not type answers. In fact, I would like my co-hosts here, if you can, to make your way to the private chat just in case. If there's a time where the chat needs to be brought into this, then you can go. But I'd rather no answers be spoiled whatsoever, or you will be kicked from this thing. Now, the chat will play a part in this, though. We want to reward you guys for being part of the Imperial Tithe. So what we're going to do is each host is going to have a phone a nerd option. If they feel they don't know the answer to a question, once per game, they can choose somebody in the chat, bring them on, and if they answer correctly, great, there's a point. However, if they answer incorrectly, that's -2 points. Okay? Now, yeah, that means you need to be specific and very kind of knowledgeable about who you're picking to phone a nerd. Okay, so that is one way you can lose points. All right. We're going to have a intermission halfway point where we kind of tally up, see who's winning, see who's losing, see who needs to be made fun of. And then we're going to continue on. I do have 2 final questions where the chat will come in as well. So chat, I'm going to give you guys a heads up right now a little bit. Think on it, don't type it, but be thinking of what final question you want to ask your co-hosts. Okay? Because I may pick one of your questions as the final question. All right. And with that, I think we are ready to play our first ever Lorehammer edition of Adeptus Triviaris. So, and by the way, big shout out to Fuzz for naming that, because I saw that in the Discord and I was like, so good. That's it. That's it. All right. Gentlemen, are you guys ready?
Not really, but let's do it.
I was gonna say nope.
Okay.
I'm ready. And do I even have the honor of asking the first question?
No, I have to ask the questions. You guys don't get to know the questions.
No. I just have one, and this
Okay.
this is because it's perfect for this episode. The question
I will
is,
not marry you, Mark. No.
what is actually the true first trivia bonus episode that we did?
Oh, shit.
You know, and I can't see in the chat. So that's the true answer. That I just thought I'd drop that little trivia piece for you.
Ooh.
But I'm ready to play, Court. I'm
That's good.
ready.
Okay.
Lay it on me. I'm the
Okay.
trivia master.
All right. Well, okay. It's been stated. There it is. There it is. All right. There will also be times in here where you have a chance to get a bonus point if you choose the veteran version of the question versus the novice, which we'll get into in a moment. So first thing, here we go. Our first category is Might of the Imperium. We're going to have
Let's
3
go.
questions. 3 questions for Might of the Imperium. All right. So this first question here is going to have a bonus opportunity. So you will get 1 point for each correct answer. Okay. What are the 3 different sects of the Inquisition? Now, this is a written, so you guys need to write them down. Okay. Write them down, write them down. And then I'm going to give you a bonus question here. So if you get this correct, you also get a bonus point. And to which ordo does Inquisitor Eisenhorn belong? Your favorite bald Inquisitor. He is the man, the myth, the legend. We all know. So the chat is on fire right now. You guys have about 5 more seconds. Jack, I expect good things from you in the chat here. Liar, you as well. Spaghetti Seth, it is not Snap Crackle Pop. I'm sorry. That is a good guess, though. All right. Are you guys ready? Yeah. Logan. All right, everybody reveal. Let's see. Logan writes Xenos, witch, demon. And Christian's got Ordo Malleus, Ordo Hereticus, and Ordo Xenos, Ordo Hereticus, Ordo Malleus, Ordo Xenos. So yes, we've got Logan is not correct. It is Ordo Malleus, Ordo Hereticus, Ordo Xenos. So that is going
I
to be.
did what they were. I did what
We
they
speak
were.
High Gothic here, motherfucker. I took my lessons.
No. Discord said I could say it in another language. This is my language.
He did. Now, Logan, however, you did get the Eisenhorn one correct. So I'm going to give you a point for that.
And that's in Malleus too, right? So I got that little guy as well.
Oh, no. You did. No, it's Xenos.
Oh, then Christian got
it. Yep, Christian got it. All right, tallied.
Nice, okay.
All right, here
I
we
now
go.
choose to retire on top, and I'm leaving the podcast. Goodbye.
That's it. There it is.
Oh!
Oh, he just left! Holy shit! He just left. That was awesome. Oh my gosh.
I think
great.
I'll order the panels of who's winning, so we'll be
good
rotating
idea.
up and down
Yep.
the ranking.
Good idea.
Clever.
All right. Remember, the real winner is friendship, guys. All right. Question
This
2.
is going to damage friendships.
Question 2 for Might of the Imperium. Long after Tinder, Bumble, and Grindr, the imperial dating system was created. Dates recorded by the Imperium are separated by what 5 categories? Ooh, what 5 write them down. What 5 categories are used to separate the imperial dating system? Now, chat, I have a question for you while our contestants are writing down. If this was an actual romantic dating system, who would you guys want to date in the Imperium? I feel like there's going to be a lot of Gilliman answers. There's going to be a lot of Ivrain answers. I don't know. I kind of feel like
I don't see
Lilith
it.
Hesperax is the vibe. I kind of think that's the vibe there. All right, you've got about 5 seconds, gentlemen. So to repeat the question, the imperial dating system was created and it incorporates what 5 categories? Gentlemen, what do we... Oh, Logan is shaking his head in disappointment. Oh, this is so good.
I have no clue.
All right. All right. Hold
Sorry,
them
I'm
up.
into Warhammer for
Hold
the
them up.
war part.
Hold them up. What? Logan says, what is something Court made up? No. Christian, no. And Mark, no. Day, month, year, millennium, no. Guys, it is. The 5 categories are check number, year fraction, year, millennium, year, and check number, year fraction, year, and millennium, which is only 4. So, joke's on you.
God, all of a sudden I'm afraid people are going to find out I'm a fraud.
Here's the thing.
I've had
I
notes
know.
this whole time on Lorehammer. What's happening here?
You mean that wasn't all just from your head?
Partial points for
I know
millennia.
you guys are concentrating, but feel free to just chat it up when you guys are writing this.
Okay. Yeah.
All right. This one is going to be a raise your hand situation. So this is for all, but I need to see a hand in the air. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
All right. Last question in Might of the Imperium. The Imperium classifies all planets they encounter, subjugate, conquer, etc. under the Astamir ranking. Name the 9 designations. I will give you 1 point for each correct answer. Oh, Mark. All right. Ding, ding, ding. Mark, what do you got?
Okay. Death World.
Yep.
Hive World.
Yep.
Agri World. Forge World.
Okay. Yep.
Dead World.
Yep.
Which is different than a Death World.
Yep. Correct.
Then we'll go. That's all. I feel like I could name the other, but let's pass it off.
That was okay. Anybody want to chime in for the others?
How many did you say? 9?
Should be 9.
I got 6.
I'm going to go with Colony World.
That sounds like the most boring theme park ever. Like, welcome to Colony World.
An agriculture world
Uh,
and a mining world.
I know Shrine World is one too.
Oh, dang it.
it is not.
Oh no.
Oh,
It is
Never
not.
mind.
No. So, gentlemen,
Mark named all the ones I knew, so that was cheating.
we have Agri World, Civilized World, Dead World, Death World, as Mark said, there is a distinction. Hive World, Feudal World, Research Station, Forge World, and Feral World.
Nice.
Feral. That was the
Mhm.
one I couldn't remember.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm glad I didn't answer anymore. Because what happens when you get it wrong? Do you lose points or something?
No, not in this case.
You
So
get made fun of. So
you get
I'm
made
getting ready
fun of a
for it.
little
Well, Logan,
My-
idiot. What'd you even say?
I said Farm World,
Farm
Colony World.
Colony World,
Colony World, yeah.
Disney World. Oh man.
Hey, if Disney buys GW,
Oh,
it might
no.
be canon.
But
Yeah.
we cannot let that happen.
In the name of
Alright.
the Father, Son, be gone! We would never
Demon!
allow that. That'd be awful.
You
all
forgot
right.
the Holy Spirit.
Mark never forgets the Holy Spirit. All right. So, gentlemen, it's looking pretty good for Mark right now. Just saying, after one category. But we're going to move to our next category here. It is the Astartes Party. Astartes Party. Ooh, ooh. All right. Oh, yes. Let us not
Okay.
forget Wayne's World, by the way, in the distinctions. Liar, you are correct. Wayne's World is one of those. Okay. We're going to go into individual questions now. So this first one is going to be for Mark. Okay. So only Mark can answer this. If he gets it wrong, the first person to raise their hand, and I will call upon them. And if they can answer it correctly, great. There we go. Okay. Astartes Party. Question 1. This fleet-based chapter is a successor chapter of the Raven Guard and has a shark as their symbol. Who are they?
Oh, that one's so easy. And we speak high Gothic, so the Astra Carcharodons. The Carcharodons would be their high Gothic, or the Space Sharks,
Yep.
low
Yep.
Gothic.
Yep. Absolutely. The Carcharodons. Ding, ding, ding. Very good. Very good. That's such, just in side note, like I almost built a Carcharodons army. I think they are so rad. Like it's such a cool, obvious gray paint scheme.
Have you
I-
seen the one where the
yeah.
dude free-handed like Hawaiian glyphs on the side of all of his tanks?
Oh yeah.
I've seen some like that for
Peak.
sure.
So good.
Nothing says
Yeah.
you can't start one now.
All right. Next, we're moving into Logan. My wallet and the lack of time that I have says that I cannot start one right now. I'm gonna take my my host jacket off. I had my whole thing here with the fun Scully sides, but it's getting warm in here. It's Phoenix, so all right. This is going to Logan. Logan.
If we can all take off a layer of clothing, can I take off one layer too? Or
Every time you get a question wrong, you just got to strip a little bit.
This is gonna get kicked off of YouTube immediately.
All right. Okay, Logan.
Yep.
The Raven Guard are
Mhm.
the most emo chapter.
Because tonight will be the night that I will fall for you.
Correct. No, I'm just kidding. No. Oh, that's so good. All right. So, what is the home world of the Imperial Fists successor chapter, the Crimson Fists? Ooh.
I don't know anything about the Imperial Fists.
Well, you know that they have a successor chapter called the Crimson Fists, which was my brother's first army. Actually, my brother Brogan, big shout out, was his first army. It was Crimson Fists.
Crimson Fists are literally the army I know the very least about.
Really?
Well, me
Okay.
and or Christian are about to school you, son, when you get this
Apparently.
wrong.
Well,
We know the answer.
let's see. He is incorrect. Let's see the hands.
Christian went up.
Anybody? Oh, Christian. All right. What do you got?
Is it Reins World? Almost like Wayne's World, but not.
Yes. It is Rin's World. Rin's World. Yes. RYNN apostrophe S. Rin's
Yeah,
World.
Logan. So write that down. I don't see you writing that down and jotting that to memory.
Does pronunciation?
I believe they
Dear
actually...
Diary, today I was bullied on a podcast. Court gave the Raven Guard questions to Mark, and Mark called me an idiot for not knowing Ren's World. Christian still loves me.
And he always will.
XOXO.
The chat's doing pretty good so far. The chat's doing
I honestly feel like lonely without the chat
Mhm.
going.
Sorry,
I
guys.
can only see what Christian and Logan are thinking, and they don't like me right now.
We're 15 minutes into this, and there's 114 comments, and my ADHD wants to click on that and go look at what the comments are, but I'm like, no, he said don't look at that. But I'm like, it's going up. It's right there. I see it.
In between questions, you guys can go check out the chat and interact. But once I start a question, you got to go back. So I'm gonna try and let you guys be responsible that way. All right. That was good. Rin's World. And just a side note, because we love to educate in Lorehammer, I do believe the Crimson Fists used to be a fleet-based chapter, but then they were I don't know if they subjugated it or conquered it, but they do have a home world, which is Rin's World. But I believe they used to be a fleet-based chapter. Okay. So then our final Astarte party question goes to Christian. And here we go. The community beloved short film Astartes features which Space Marine chapter? I could see it in your eyes, like you were just so pained by this.
Well, first of all, is it a canon chapter? Because technically it's just a fan film, but
it is now because they bought it.
Ooh, suck it.
Oh my gosh, it's on the tip of my brain. I just need like 30 seconds. It's killing me.
Yeah, I'll give you 5.
It's not something like Punishers. But
Chat, get on this. Get on this, chat. They can't see you.
I know it.
I'll let you guys type it in on this one. Chat. Do you know it, Mark?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Oh wow. All right.
Turns out I just don't know about time because I live out on the islands, which like I don't have clocks. I just look up at the sun, like, okay, I still have time to run in the fields. It's fine.
Yeah. I imagine you have like a big sundial in your backyard.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
It's pretty nice.
Okay. All right, Christian, time is up. Can you give me a guess?
I'm gonna say Punishers, but it's definitely not that.
It is not the Punisher's hands. Logan. All right. I think Logan was. We're going
Retributors.
Yes.
The Retributors.
It was in my mind.
It is the
Retributors. I just couldn't think of the word.
Good job.
Yeah, that was so fucking tight. Yeah, so Astartes 2, they're definitely doing it. You know, they dropped a couple more clips or whatever. Or, well, not a couple more, but they have, like, dropped something.
Oh, it looks so good. It looks so good.
It looks fantastic.
Yeah.
I like that they're blending, like, they're using this to kind of force the Primaris and Firstborn, not blurring the lines even more now, because there's both of them standing in the same chapter armor, even some Primaris chapters that are wearing Firstborn armor. So I like that.
Yeah, I didn't think about that because they definitely have a Beaky in Astartes, and then they have the classic like Vader one, which is not Primaris. Neither of those. So
yeah, I'm talking in Astartes too.
I know.
There are
Yeah.
Yeah. Some of the chapters they show were made for just Primaris, but they're putting them in the old armor to try to get rid of the Primaris Firstborn distinction, which
it's gonna be good for him.
Yay!
Yeah. They're all Space Marines.
All right, here we go. We're moving into our third category, gentlemen. This is Xenos Scum. Xenos Scum. All right.
First of all, how dare you? Carry on.
First of all, you're based. Go on.
As a Necron player, I understand. Okay. So this is going to be a write-in. So I do need you guys to have your pens and whatnot ready. Okay. This is for everybody. Yes, Mark's licking his pen lovingly. It's very good.
Eye contact the whole time too.
That's what I want. All right. The first question for Xenos Scum. The orc warlord Gazgul Mag Uruk Thraka is known for many battles and as a prophet of the Wa. His name was once believed to be a reference to which real-life historical figure? So Gazgul Mag Uruk Thraka was once believed to be a reference to which real-life historical figure? Now, just side note, as you guys are writing these down, it was once believed that it was this. Andy Chambers, GW legend, has since come out that it is not true. But for years and years and years, people thought that Gazgul Mega Uruk Thraka was named almost for this historical leader. I do have a conspiracy on this, but that's it.
I will ask.
Mm-hmm.
I will ask Jervis Johnson. We have scheduled an interview with him, me and Christian. So I feel like he would maybe know the true secrets behind this. So I'll write that question down for him and give him a little trivia.
That would be great. Because here's my conspiracy with this. And I'm going to have you guys reveal your answers in a moment. But with GW trying to be much more PC and less controversial, I think, in some ways, I think they definitely did name Gazgul after this person, but then kind of redacted it a little bit and like, no, I don't think so. Because in the early days, it was definitely a satire on the state of things. So, all right, gentlemen, hold it up. Who is Gazgul Mag Uruk Thraka based on? Yes. All right. Good. Margaret Thatcher, gentlemen.
Yeah.
Ding, ding, ding.
Let's go, boys.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
I'm glad we all spelled her name slightly different.
I
I
know.
see Christian put like Maggie or something.
Maggie Thatcher.
That's what she's known by.
Yeah.
The big M.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, that was good. Yeah. So if you guys put it together a little, Mag Uruk Thraka, Margaret Thatcher, like it's a little bit there. And I think with GW being like a satire on the times, especially what was going on in England, I feel like it's there. But
I had never heard that before, but I just thought who was a brutal British ruler, and that was what came to mind.
Did you guess that? Seriously?
Yeah, I had never heard that before.
Oh,
wow.
What a guess.
I used actual history to figure the answer out. I'm like, who's a brutal leader? Gazgul Thraka, Margaret Thatcher. Yeah, that makes sense.
I just read it on the Wikipedia.
Get that Wikipedia going. All right. So next question. This is for everybody as well. I will try and put up an image for this one too, which doesn't really have to do with much of what you guys are guessing, but just for reference points for everybody here. But okay. Necrons, greatest army in the galaxy, are common. I fucking knew that you were going to say something.
Right.
Necrons are. I'm in control. Necrons are commonly associated with having an apparent Egyptian vibe. What is the name of the ancient royal symbol that is used to represent the unified empire by every current Necron dynasty? Okay, I'm going to try and put in.
That's a good one.
See. I've put it in here. I don't know if you're able to grab it, Mark.
If I can say it, but I don't remember how to spell it, how do we feel about such a thing?
Spelling is irrelevant at this point, unless there's like a Z where there should be like something.
Do you
else.
not have present at the bottom of your screen?
I do. I just put an image file in there. I don't know if I'm able to bring it in. Yeah, I'm not sure. Okay, what do we got, gentlemen? Reveal. Let's see.
Okay.
Question mark from Logan. Christian says onk, and Mark says onk.
Mine's like
onk oink.
His is onk like you spell bonk.
Yeah.
Shit, I'm an idiot.
So I don't know if I can. It's still in my thing. I don't know if I could bring this up, but it is. You guys are part of the way there, and I feel like I should give everybody a point.
Technically,
I think
hold
I'm
on.
Logan
gonna do it.
too?
I think I'm
I
gonna
know. I was
do it.
Yeah,
gonna
I
say
drew
the
the
question
symbol.
mark is
I drew
looks
part of the
kind of
symbol.
close. you could scratch that.
So here's the thing, though. You only had part of the answer. I'm gonna see if chat can jump in a little bit on this because I love that you guys spelled. I think everyone spelled it incorrectly as well, but I'm gonna add a point for each of you.
Kronk.
It is actually called the Ankh of the Triarch.
Oh
The
yeah.
Ankh.
Oh yeah, I
of the
totally get it.
Triarch.
Yeah, I just didn't have enough space to write it on the paper.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Can I
He
bring
ran
this
out of
in?
ink. He has to get a new pen.
Yeah, I don't know how to bring in the image, but yeah, it's the Ankh. So for those of you guys listening and whatnot, it is the kind of a play on the classic Ankh, which has the like a cross. There it is. How did you do that?
Yeah, sorry, I realized I had to bring that to stage.
Okay. Yeah. So it's
Okay.
the classic like cross with the circle at the top, but it's a bit altered for the Necrons. So that is the Ankh of the Triarch. Yeah.
It kind of reminds
Yep.
me of the sun
All right.
disc. Egyptian disc, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
I couldn't remember Triarch, but I remembered Triptych, the Demon Hunter album. So I kept thinking Triptych. I'm like, I know it's not Triptych. I know that's not right. I'm not going to put Triptych and look extra dumb.
No. All right. We're going to move into our last all question for Xeno Scum. We do have individual questions for you guys after this. So, okay, get your pens ready, gentlemen. Get your pens ready. All right. Known for being the fun little mouths with legs that accompany the orcs, squigs were originally introduced in the 40K setting as creations by what known Xenos army? I will say again.
Oh,
And by the way, I mentioned this in an episode, and I'm pretty sure you were
I
on it, Logan.
know.
I'm
I
pretty sure
was.
you were
That's
on
why
it.
I'm mad because I remember us talking about it.
Okay.
Can you reread the question again?
Yes, and make sure you guys are not in the chat, the hosts, because I think the chat's just
Never.
going wild. All right, chat's going wild. I can't control them. I will let the chat do the chat things. Just make sure you guys are in private stuff. All right. The question is, known for being the fun little mouths with legs that accompany the orcs, squigs were originally introduced into the 40K setting as creations of which known Xenos army? Obviously, they were since. Oh God, you scared me. Jeez. God. Obviously, they were since retconned to be their own thing with the orcs, but they were bioforms created by a specific Xenos army. And I'm going to need you guys to reveal in 5.
No. Hang on.
4.
No,
Hang on.
3.
You don't know
Okay,
yet.
I'm
You
good.
go, no.
2. 1. Reveal, gentlemen. Let's see what we got. Oh, Hydra Thoughts says Nids. Christian says Eldar. Mark says Nids. It is the Nids. They were originally written to be creations from the Nids.
Really? Were they like the swarmy bugs, the little small rippers? Were they like similar to them?
So yeah, they were much smaller, and they were actually like, they didn't look like the squigs that we know. So if you guys are able to like Google as we go and whatnot, but old squigs, it was like a squig herd or something like that, but it was a bunch of minis on a very small base, and they looked nothing like what they do now.
Like a Ripper Swarm, kind of?
Yeah, kind of like a Ripper Swarm. Yeah, way old school. Yeah, if you Google like Tyranids with squigs. But I think we brought this up in an episode with you and me.
I think it was
Logan.
one of the first ones we did.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So squig swarm is countless of billions small creatures swarm throughout the High Fleet. Their fleshy interior, blah 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 blah. They were a bioconstruct made from orc genetic material by the Tyranids. That's what the old canon used to be.
Interesting, huh?
Yeah, very weird.
So, because I drew one on my sheet too, do I get a bonus point? because I'm losing and I need points where I can get them.
I will give you a hug next time I see you.
We're gonna do that anyway.
I will.
That's worth nothing in this game.
I'll give you a kiss.
We're gonna do that anyway.
Oh, fine.
That's worth nothing in this game.
I'll give you. All right. You know what? For that, you get a tooth.
Oh yes.
That's what I wanted. One of Court's friend's teeth. That's
Do you ever
exactly
just
what I
do
wanted.
you ever just suck
my
on them when you want a little
God.
snack or something? Just
No.
pop it in your mouth.
I didn't. What is going on?
Spaghetti Seth in the chat. I love this, and he's forever changed my view of this candy. The thingy from the Nerds candy. You guys remember like the little like mascot for Nerds candy?
Oh
It
yeah.
has no
Yeah.
arms. It has no arms.
Don't they
It's
still have
just
that?
like
Legs.
yeah, it's just the like legs and kind of mouth thing. That's like a squig.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought he was
it's good.
calling your teeth like the Nerds candy. I was like, that is a messed up thing to say.
Oh, you're good. Actually, Mark, if you can put it back to the view we had, it makes it a little bit easier just so I can see your guys' answers. And then maybe we can go back to the hierarchy.
I see.
Yeah. No. Yeah. There it is. Thank you. Just
For
a little
audio
bit easier.
listeners, Mark is currently flipping through every video setting he has to see what he likes best for the show.
Why are none of these angles flattering? Fuck.
Oh, it's good. Man. All right. And Liar, I am already a giant. I'm actually 6'5". Liar in the chat's like, giant Court. I'm already a giant. 6'5". I'm an
Dude,
orc, basically.
He is, and then he wears boots, and it's like he's 7'2", and it's like, hey, can you hear me up there?
Yeah.
He has to bend down so far to pick up the dice when he rolls ones.
When?
All the time.
Yeah, it happens all the time. Oh my gosh.
Every time he charges, every charge he makes is automatic failure.
I rolled so bad against Manny the other night. We were playing A Song of Ice and Fire, and it was like we were both just like dying with how bad our rolls was. I rolled 4 dice. I got 4 ones. 4 ones. It was so
like you.
bad. All right. Now we're
Sacrifice no goats.
That's right. All right, we're going to move into specific questions for you guys here. So this first one is going to be directed at Christian for Xeno Scum. Okay. So Christian only, and if he does not get it correct, I will do hand check, and then you can raise your hands, and then first person to raise their hand gets to try and answer. All right, Christian, what is the derogatory slur Eldari use for humans?
Oh, I can't say that online, man. I'll get kicked.
Come on.
Monkai.
Yes, it is Monkai.
What my mom calls me too.
Yeah.
The Discord has been requesting that we do a slurs of 40K episode because we've talked about a bunch of like the bendies and
bendies. Jeez.
yeah.
Yeah. I don't know how long that would actually go for though. I feel like that couldn't do a
Oh,
full
we can
episode.
stretch it. Don't you worry.
Oh man. All right, that was good. Did you guys know that one too? I'm sure you both knew that question. Okay. Yeah.
I would have said monkey though, because I'm dumb and I've never heard someone say
You're not
it.
wrong.
I've only read it.
You're not wrong.
Yeah.
It makes me feel I'm not wrong. It's close enough.
It kind of makes me think of who says that? Like monkey. Oh no, wait, maybe I'm
Are you thinking donkey?
Donkey.
Shrek has a monkey now. Monkey.
No, but no joke. I think in the British Office, someone says monkey really weird once, and they say like monkey. That makes me think of that. But now it's canon. It's donkey.
Yeah, it's like Shrek.
That's it.
No, it's monkey. Shrek is an ogre in 40K, and he has a monkey friend.
Yeah. All right. Okay. Mark, this is your Xeno Scum question, and this is your first and only bonus question opportunity. So, this is how this is going to go. I'm going to give you the choice. You can either try and answer the novice form of the question or the veteran form of the question. Once you choose, you cannot go back. So if you
Veteran.
do, oh wait, all right, veteran. So
No
if you,
hesitation.
whatever.
I'm this
it.
far ahead of these boys. At this point, why not?
Yeah. So
Test me.
if you did the novice question, it's just 1 point. If you get the veteran question right, it's 2 points. So, and each of you guys is going to have one of these for tonight. So, all right, the veteran question. The infamous god of trickery, the deceiver, actually has an official name. What is it? So we are talking about
Can you read the
Catan.
question one more time?
Yes.
So he can Google it.
Nah. The infamous god of trickery, the deceiver, actually has an official name. What is it?
Honestly, I can't pick it. That is a tough one. I could probably Uktang. Yeah, I don't know, man. You got me, you son of a bitch.
Oh,
You
guys, you
lured
want
me
to
in
chime
with
in?
your veteran questions.
You guys want to chime in?
Man, I'll guess, but is it Drizzt, the dark elf?
The dark
We're
elf.
merging. Double nerding. That's our double nerding
Take
for the night.
away from him.
It's clearly Zinch. That's what I'm going with, and I'll take no questions.
Remember, you guys do have phone-in options. That might have been a
Oh,
good phone-in.
didn't even think of that.
Oh. Well, can I go one more time?
I'm looking
No,
at chat. I
no.
think Liar got it right. His name's Kevin.
Spaghetti Seth, ding, ding, ding. You are correct. It is Mephet Ran or Mephet Ran, however you want to pronounce it. But yes, that is correct. We got our the chat popping off here. Very good. Mephet Ran.
Yeah, dude, of course. Mark, I can't believe you
Idiot.
didn't know that. It's
Yeah,
so
like I said, I knew how to spell it. I just didn't know how to say it.
Yeah. That's I was listening to old Lorehammer today because I still go back and listen like the old episodes, and it's like you guys doing the what did you say? Yeah, that's what I said. What did you say? No, that's what I said, bitch. And just like there it is. It's so good. So Mephet Ran is known as the Deceiver. He is the star god of trickery. So he's the Catan that we all know is the one that kind of went bass backwards on his deal with the Necrontyr. All right. Logan, it is time. It is time for your Xeno Scum question. All right. So make sure you guys are in the private chat, not on the normal chat. Okay. Honor system. What is the given title of a massive gene stealer bioform that originates a cult and is the ultimate controller of the brood mind?
I hate this model on the tabletop. And I'm blanking, so I'm thinking I know what it is though, and I'm gonna hate myself.
Why do you hate the model?
Not the model itself. I've never encountered. Everyone who plays them drives me insane, and I just hate that model just for its abilities.
Oh, okay. I was like, the sculpt
but
is rad.
I can't. Yeah, it's a cool sculpt. Oh, I can't believe I'm blanking though.
All right, about 5 seconds.
It's the one where he's standing on the pipe. He's got the long fingers and he's hunched over. It's not Broodlord, is it?
It is not. It is not. So the actual answer for the massive gene stealer bioform that originates a cult and is the ultimate controller of the brood mind. Who wants to try for it? Christian.
Oh, crap.
Yeah.
Is it a Primus? No. Not.
No, Primus sucks. And if you understood that reference, you are now a friend of mine.
I didn't. We can't have friends.
Jerry was a race car driver. Remember that. Mark, you want to try and jump in on this one?
You're muted.
You're muted.
Let's go with the Patriarch.
Damn
it is the Gene Stealer Patriarch.
I was like 50-50
yes,
Primus
well
or Patriarch.
Done. Well done.
I looked it up as soon as I answered wrong, and I was like, God damn it! I knew that.
I
hate
felt
that
the
thing.
caress of a Nurgle Gene Stealer. I mean, a Gene Stealer's little
little flip.
omnipod there.
Standing on the pipe, long fingers. I hate this thing. Now
How
I
many
hate it
times
more.
have you been kissed by a gene stealer, Mark?
Too many to count.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Lots of times.
Oh man. All right. Well, the final question before we do our halfway checkpoint, gentlemen. As requested in Discord. Okay, this is very important. What is your favorite dinosaur and why? You don't have to write it. Just tell me. I love that somebody actually asked that in there, and I was like, okay, what do we got? So, Mark, what is your favorite dinosaur and why?
It's called the Xenoceratops. And I fucking love it because it sounds like it's from 40K, but it's a real fucking thing.
Is it really?
Yeah, Google it, bitch. Go check. I can pull up a picture.
Yeah, please do.
Yeah.
While you bring that up, Christian, what's your favorite dinosaur?
I'm gonna have to go with it changes. It depends on the mood and the time of day sometimes.
Okay.
But right now it's the Albertosaurus I'm really feeling.
Oh,
Representing
fucking classic.
the hometown.
You know, we're Alberta boys, but
yeah.
Cool.
It would have been an honor to die by one of them, eh?
I would kill it. I'd kill at least 3. It's a 3-to-1 ratio.
Oh, right.
Of course you would. Any normal Alberta would have only killed 1, but you have to kill 3. Fucking guy.
Albertosaurus is it's pretty closely visualized to T-Rex, though, right? Because it very much looks
it's
like
a
a T-Rex.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a theropod.
This is the Xenoceratops, by the way.
Oh, yeah.
Most people probably
yeah.
have actually seen it.
It looks.
But
Yeah.
I didn't know that's what it was called, but yeah, I've seen that one.
Yeah, for listeners, it's like a Triceratops without the central horn on the nose, but it's got 2 kind of coming out the top frill. The shield part. That's pretty rad. Yeah. Logan, hit us. What do you got? What's your favorite dinosaur? Tell everybody.
It is 100% the Mosasaurus, because that is just awesome monster of the sea with its giant jaws. And it was actually featured in a analog horror series that just started recently, and I'm trying to remember the name of it, but it is a really fun and cool dinosaur.
Man, dinos are fucking tight. If only somebody did like a podcast about them that I could listen to in the Discord.
I'm on it.
Somebody I knew, so I don't have to get to learn to like some. Yes,
the new dinosaur, the dinosaur lore.
Dino lore.
Okay, now I have to say, Bobby, Jack's gonna get pissed here.
The chat's losing their mind right now.
You're stealing his thing.
Yeah, you know what? No, Jack's right. So I'm sorry, Logan. You're gonna have to redact your statement. That is not a dinosaur.
I disagree. It's in Prehistoric Emergence, which is that analog horror series I was talking about.
That doesn't make it a dinosaur.
Your opinions are wrong.
Oh my gosh.
Your opinions are wrong. It's that it was in Jurassic World, therefore.
Okay, kick him. Get him off the show. He referenced Jurassic World.
Hang on, no.
Get him out of here. He's gone. He's literally gone. We kicked him.
You cowards kicked me out when I was defending myself, reading that as an extinct group of aquatic squamate reptiles. Not reptiles, reptiles.
He has reptile dysfunction.
I do. Right now, 100%. So it is 100% a dinosaur.
I can't wait for when we get to the pronounce.
I'm going to leave. I'm just going to leave.
Oh, man.
I'm just going to get popcorn and come back like, how do you say that word?
Reptile.
Jack is losing his mind in the chat over the sauropod theropod distinction.
Jack could be wrong. That's fine.
All right. Jack, I'm going to answer for you here. My favorite dinosaur has pretty much always been Parasaurolophus. It's the one with the really cool crested horn. It's so I know. It's so cool.
Did you see some people think that one could also breathe fire? Yeah.
What?
I don't believe it.
They used to think it could generate a gas and then it would click something and it would shoot fire out its nose when it was yelling at things.
That sounds cool, but I don't believe it.
I remember reading it when I was a wee little kindergartner and I was looking through the dinosaur books at my school's library. I saw that and I was like, no way. And I've just carried that for life. I don't know if it's ever changed, but it's canon for me and I refuse to look it up and Learn.
It's canon for me.
That's awesome. Oh,
I'm dug in, and I'll never
Exactly.
change. Yeah, very nice.
man. All right. Well, gentlemen, it's our halfway point here. I'm going to look at our tally. And so, tied for third place with two of you guys, we've got Christian and Logan with 4 points each.
Wow.
And then Mark, geez, you have a whopping 11.
I don't even know how that happened.
Neither do I. I'm a little shocked.
It was the might of the Imperium, the classifications of the worlds. He got 6 on that.
You were giving him 1 point per world.
Yeah.
Yes.
Maybe that feels like cheating almost.
I think because he's the host, it's 1 point per 5 worlds.
Yeah, or like maybe half a point for 3 or something, but I almost feel dirty with that one. Good thing it's a break time so we can argue about this afterwards. Mark's trying to steal it again.
Can I get a TO? Can
I
get a TO, please? I think Core's unfairly scaring.
Judge.
Yeah, what's the chat think? Maybe they can make sure that no one's doing any tomfoolery.
That's a good call, chat. We need you on this. So, guilty or not guilty. If you write guilty, I will subtract 3 points. Not guilty, I will leave Mark at 11. I'm going to give you guys a little bit of time here while we chat it up. Mark, what's our next episode that we're going to be doing for Lorehammer? I'm curious.
Well, since it's actually April Fool's, I was going to save this for that episode, which we should have been recording instead. It's going to be the final part of the Space Wolf episode. So it's the 40K version, but I got something very special planned for it, and I'm going to record it solo after this. So could just be me 25 minutes of howling, or it could be something much
I want to hear
darker.
you think this track.
Okay.
I think he's going to take off the tank top and show us how hairy his chest is to see if it matches the beard.
I'm pretty blonde though, so even though I got some hair, it's blonde and
Visible.
silky, and the ladies like to caress it. Yeah.
All right. Well, it looks that you've been deemed not guilty, Mark. So we are going to keep your points at 11. So guys, step it up.
I don't think the 2 Jacks votes count. That's my opinion.
Elective democracy.
Chat. Okay. Yeah.
All right. Here we go. We're moving into our second half, gentlemen. For our first category, we've got heretics and chaos. Heretics and chaos. Okay. This is going to be a single host question. No.
You went to yell at Mark for me writing.
I went to yell at Mark. He switched spaces on you, and I looked at the space of where he was on the screen. I was like, "Oh no!" All right. Okay, so yes, Mark, this is for you. This is your first one for heretics and chaos. Okay. Once the master of the administratum, this deceitful and heretical leader found the loophole of having women as his personal army, and later had his head cut off by the heroic and saintly Alicia Dominica. His last words were, "I don't have time to die. I'm too busy." Who was it?
Oh man, I hope all of us get to go that way. Our heads cut off by a sexy bitch with a giant greatsword, and his name was Goj Vandire.
Yes, ding, ding, ding. Goj Vandire. Yeah.
Can you imagine how cool that'd be, boys? Just imagine simping to that.
The Simp Hammer.
This is where
I bet that's what the chat's saying right now.
Podcast on today's episode.
Yeah, so that was such a cool part of the lore too, is that I think they've changed a little bit of it, but a unknown custody member spoke with Alicia Dominica in private to try and convince her that Goj Vandire had basically gone completely corrupt. He was abusing his power as the master of the administratum. He'd found the whole loophole about not having men at arms, but he has a whole army of women, which was basically the early portions of the Sisters of Battle. And Alicia Dominica was not totally convinced, but he, I believe, convinced her to go to the Golden Throne and listen to the Emperor. She came out without saying a word, walked right into where Goj Vandire was in his chambers. He had his last dying words and then lopped off his head. Yeah, Mark, what do you got?
What do we think about, like, they've written the Horus Heresy as like a series. They've done the War of the Beasts as like a 12-part novel series. Would you like to see a Age of Apostasy? This
That would be
whole
cool.
series as a novel,
Oh,
right?
yeah.
Like there could be a lot of different cool characters. It's like 5,000 years in I think it's like on M36 is kind of when it takes place. So it'd be a very interesting timeline of technology even, and
Probably they're
fun.
like
I
really
think it'd be
starting to
rad.
lose track of things and having to make new stuff. That'd be super cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, novels are one thing because you can start writing novels, and just like what they did with the War of the Beast. It takes time and money and effort, but like you can still do it. Plan just 10.
Yeah. Anytime you say the War of the Beast, it just makes me think of What We Do in the Shadows.
Oh,
I fought the beast.
the Beast.
I thought the
series is so funny.
What other great ages would be cool to kind of do as its own 10 novel series?
I don't know. It doesn't really. I don't think it would lend itself to good novel series, but I would love just more information on the War in Heaven. Like the War in Heaven, just kind of getting a little bit more, and maybe I wouldn't. I don't. Maybe I don't want more clarity on that. I don't really necessarily want characters in that. I just want a little bit more fleshed out, like exact timelines and kind of what happened. Because we have a general idea, obviously, but like I don't know, maybe some characters like within the Cork and like hearing about specific Necron tier that were trying to help their people live longer than just 30 years or whatever it was. So
yeah,
I don't know.
Well, like I think yeah, why not? I think that'd be great to kind of learn more about that. And if 40K just keeps going on, eventually you write about the Fall of Slaanesh as its own 10-part series, and we get way more kind of different things. But
yeah,
more the better. Whatever. Fuck
Liar,
Yeah.
Liar said
like
a Silmarillion style 40K book would be dope.
Silmarillion.
Silmarillion. I refuse
Silmarillion.
to yield on this.
This show is not about.
What did I say?
Yeah. What did
you say?
What did I say? That's what I said.
I agree. It would be rad. Yeah. Jack, you have a question. If you want to throw it in the chat, gentlemen, don't look at the chat right now. Go away from it, please, just in case. But I will allow Jack if you want to. If you want to type in your question, I want to see what you got. All right. While he's getting on that, Logan.
Yes, sir.
Are you ready for your Heretics and Chaos
Probably
question?
not.
Okay. All right. Let's see. The Pale King or Death Lord are some common names for which Primarch?
Oh, Mortarion.
Bing, 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 bing. It is Mortarion. Let's go.
You were ready.
Logan gets a
I
point.
I actually was ready. The Buried Dagger is one of my favorite heresy books because it was just so cool. Especially the audiobook because they timed the music with when he swore his allegiance to Nurgle, and it just swelled up and was just such an awesome moment. Just
yeah. And then I think Jack is just getting back and asking about the clarification of who found the loophole with Men at Arms, and that's how the Sisters of Battle got formed. That might not have exactly been Goj Vandire. I know he just took advantage of the situation and really like indoctrinated them into a very toxic and abusive relationship to where they were his army at its beck and
I'm sorry,
call.
hold on.
So
that was
you say toxic, abusive. I say ride or die.
Perfectly loyal companion.
Yeah.
I'm out. Nope.
I say ride or die. I wasn't ready.
Nope. All right. let's see here. Christian. Now, this is your Heretics and Chaos question, but this is also your bonus question. Okay. So you have an opportunity here to get 2 points. So you don't get the choice of novice or veteran, but you do have the option of getting 2 points because you'll have possible 2 answers. Okay. What is the name given to half of the Imperium of Man that was separated after the Great Rift?
Dark Imperium.
What is its name in Low Gothic?
In Low Gothic?
Wouldn't Dark Imperium be the Low Gothic?
The High Gothic would be...
And the High Gothic would be...
Imperium of Obscurus, I believe.
No. So the Dark Imperium and you might be right. The High Gothic name is Imperium Nihilus.
Yep. That hurts.
I actually knew that.
Yeah, I was gonna say you should have let them do that.
So you will get 1 point. Oh, did you know that, Logan? All right. Well, we're all learning.
Honor system. Give me a point.
Minus 5 points for Court not letting me answer the questions I know.
The real loser of the game show is Court.
This whole thing.
True.
That's right.
No.
That's right.
Because he doesn't get to play.
Yeah.
And I spent all day making a fucking spreadsheet.
Nerd.
Yeah.
Oh man, I love a good spread.
Jeez. All right. Okay. This is these next 2 are going to be for all. So you guys all have a chance to write in. Okay. No hands. No hands, just writing in. All right, gentlemen. Okay. During his first Black Crusade, Abaddon obtained what infamous war relic? I'll say again. During his first Black Crusade, Abaddon obtained what infamous war relic? Spelling will not really matter in this. If you can kind of write it, that'll be good enough for me. Christian is looking like he's trying to find the answer in the back of his head. Mark's ready to go.
He's going through the cloth library back there.
He's looking back. What do we got?
That's gonna help.
Man, there it is. There's the book. Logan, you ready?
Hopefully.
All right, reveal, gentlemen. Let's see what you got. Abaddon, what did he obtain in his first Black Crusade? Logan, what do you say?
I said Horus's talon or the sword, and I don't know the name of the sword, but I know it's a cool sword.
So those are 2 different things. So let's move to Christian.
Statement.
What do you say? Horus's claw. Okay, so we're still going with the talons. Mark, what do you got? Holy shit.
Draxnian.
Yes, that is correct. Bam, bam, bam. It's Draxnian.
I knew I was right.
Draxnian.
Is that the sword?
As soon as you said the spelling, yeah, you're like, oh yeah, I didn't spell that right either.
Mark, why don't you tell us a little bit about what that is?
I think it's the soul of the first murder of a human combined or contained in that soul or sword.
So Abel's in
so
there?
It's essentially a demonic sword. It's a demon that takes the form of a sword currently.
Yeah.
I think I get a half point for saying his sword.
You like shotgunned this thing, man. You just threw out a ton of answers and hoped that one was right.
Out 2, which is why I get a half point because I was only half right.
You want me to give you 0.5? Okay, fine. I will.
I'm trying not to come in last, and I think I got a shot if I keep groveling for points here.
Okay. That does put you 0.5 ahead of Christian. Oh, that's good. All right. Let's see. Yeah, so Draxnian
just
or Draxnian.
Yeah, going to that, as it is currently believed that Draxnian's birth occurred when the first human willingly murdered one of his own kind.
Okay. Yeah. And then Logan, you were going biblically
Yeah.
with Cain murdering his
Yeah,
brother Abel.
so Abel's sword is trapped in, or Abel's soul is trapped in that sword.
I think it would be the murderer. Is it the murderers or the murdered?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, Cain's soul. Oh, I thought the murdered soul was in there, but the murderer's soul is in there.
Yeah. Yeah. Why should the victim be trapped in a sword? That doesn't make any sense.
I don't know, because he's the victim of the first murder. Why wouldn't his soul also be trapped in something?
Well, you know what? I didn't think about it that way.
know, like
You're 100% right.
I know. I'm always right. Thank you.
We're going off Trench Crusade lore. I believe Cain is in hell and is specifically like he's a death commando is what he is. Cain is a death commando in the game Trench Crusade. It's pretty rad.
In my videos, Cain is Bigfoot because that's the mark of Cain is all the hair.
I remember you said that. Yeah. That's pretty sweet. Okay. We've got our next owl question. So this is all of our co-hosts getting to try and answer for the last portion of Heretics and Chaos. Get those pens ready, gentlemen. All right. I truly do expect this to be gotten by everybody.
Okay? Watch us all with.
So chat, get ready to make fun of. Yep, chat, get your keyboards ready to make fun of these guys if they don't. Okay. Erebus was the first chaplain of which now heretic legion?
Is that all?
Yep. Jeez, Mark's throwing shells. Is that it? I got this shit.
I have a funny story after this.
All right.
Actually.
So I'm looking for. Well, this should be pretty specific what I'm looking for. Erebus was the first chaplain of which now heretic legion. I don't want a number. I want a name. I should be specific.
Good, because I forgot the number.
Okay. I don't want a number. I want a name. All right, gentlemen, reveal. What do we got? Mark, what do you say? Word bearers, everybody. Word bearers. Bam, 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 bam. 1 point each. Good job.
So when I first learned about all the legions, and I'm dyslexic, world eaters and word bearers got swapped. So it was word eaters and world bearers for the longest time until I saw somebody write it down, and I was like, no.
Yep.
And then they showed me the symbol, and I'm just staring at it like, okay, that makes a little more sense.
Yeah.
I still get them confused.
Just wait till you learn about the Iron Warriors and Iron Hands. Then you really...
Not really. I think they're both cringe.
Why?
Why not? Because everyone who plays them has the same 3 jokes.
What are they? Enlighten us.
You're just trying to get me to start beef with somebody.
I just want to see what you got. Come on.
No,
we got time.
The Fifth Amendment of the Constitution says I don't have to answer any question that may or may not incriminate me. This is not a mission of guilt. I'm just choosing not to answer your question at this time.
He wants his lawyer.
Is that what you've been doing this whole game? Because you only have 6.5 answers. You've been sucking this whole game.
Lorehammer Legal has the best lawyers. We can say whatever we want.
Oh man. All right. Let's see. Okay, we're moving into this might be my favorite category of the night.
Yeah, stuff Court made up I had his headcanon.
Who is my favorite chapter?
Let's see if it's true.
How many times did the Emperor kiss Horus goodnight? 3 or 4?
Once. And
the true answer, not enough, because he
I was going to say once. That's why Horus rebelled.
Yeah. Oh, that's good. All right, so we're going to move into GW history. Oh.
Okay.
Yes. So we're going to talk a little bit of the history of Games Workshop.
I'm cooked.
So
I'm cooked. What? I came into this hobby 7 years ago. I'm so cooked.
There we go.
Like I said at the beginning of this episode, it's me and Christian battling.
But I'm in last place, though.
Which things? Yeah, but this is where you'll get ahead and maybe even beat me. You know.
Well, this brings me actually to Court's Relic Corner. I showed some of the guys before we started this, but I just picked this up on Mercari for like $20. It's in pristine condition. I'm so excited about this. I picked up the Citadel Miniatures 2000 Annual. This is like a softback rad catalog. So this has every single miniature that was available from GW in the year 2000, and it's categorized. And most of them are metal, which is just so bad. But yeah, so it's got like a Mordheim section. It's like got the old school Necrons in here, like the old really classic Egyptian vibes.
It was a simpler time.
Nice.
So good.
Yeah, they had those old scooters, the Necron. Yeah.
But then everything changed
I was
after
so
9/11.
excited to get this.
Don't forget what they took away from us.
I was going to try and let that silence go as long as possible. Oh, yeah, I'm stoked on that. I feel like my goal, and this is a very weird goal, and maybe chat can help me out with some of this every now and then, like finding me some cool stuff. But my weird little niche goal for the hobby isn't necessarily like collecting a bunch of armies and stuff. Kind of.
It's teeth, we know.
It's collecting all of your teeth. No, it's collecting like all of the codexes, all of the books, all of the starter boxes, and even just some of the normal boxes of like all GW stuff that was available at the time of me jumping into the hobby. So like I want my original like 2nd/3rd edition Space Wolves Grey Hunters box. I would love to have a sealed 3rd edition box. I would love to have like some of the old Inquisitor models, things like that. Like I just think it would be so cool to have all that. And so I'm actively collecting like codexes and things from that time.
Yeah, I love that idea. Kind of just the first ones you remember, the most impactful ones.
Yeah.
As a hobby historian.
Yeah. And I love it. It's just so cool. So, all right, let's see. GW history. This is going to be for all of you gentlemen. Okay, so get those pens ready. Make sure you're not in the comments, but you're in the private chat. All right. Question 1 for GW history. The first edition of Warhammer 40,000 was released in which year and under what specific title? I will give a point for each. The first edition of Warhammer 40,000 was released in which year and under what specific title? Seems like you guys might be ready here. While you guys are writing, Liar, let's see. You're getting a wisdom tooth out and it's super fucked. You're going to send it to me. That might be acceptable. I might accept that. We'll see. So, gentlemen, are we ready to reveal?
No, hang on. I'm dumb and I wrote the wrong thing.
Marinus Calgar is not the answer.
Hang on, I'm dumb. I wrote the wrong thing again.
He is to most people.
He's got to redo it again. Oh, man. Chat's doing pretty good, so make sure you guys are not in the chat co-hosts, but chat's doing pretty good.
After we show, I'll tell you what I wrote because I'm dumb.
Okay. All right, you guys ready? All right, hold them up. And let's see. Mark, let's start with you. What do you got?
Rogue Trader and 85.
Rogue Trader 85. Christian, what do you got?
Rogue Trader 86.
Ooh, Logan, what do you got?
I got Rogue Trader 93, and I wrote Space Hulk the first time, and I felt really confident about it. And then I thought about the game Rogue Trader, and I was like, oh, wait a minute.
I kind of wish you kept your first answer.
I bet you do.
So,
Mr. 0.5 behind me.
You're all incorrect.
Ooh.
Because I said specific title. The specific title was Warhammer 40,000 Rogue Trader.
Oh, I don't know if
so it wasn't just called Rogue Trader.
Gosh.
Can I use
Nope.
my call in the chat to
That
question
decision?
this?
That
No.
seems like a technicality.
Okay.
That's dirty.
Yeah.
Here we go. Hang on.
And what year did you say it was too?
1987.
Oh, that hurt.
Oh, okay.
1987. Mark, I put something in the presentation if you want to bring it up. There it is. Yeah. Warhammer 40,000 Rogue Trader. Suck it. First edition, 1987.
I thought it was. I thought there was just a box that just said Rogue Trader.
No. So let's take
I
it.
definitely didn't question. I just didn't think it was essential. Look at that artwork, though.
I know. Let's dive into it a little bit just because it's so rad. So what we've got, if you guys are just listening, which we, again, really appreciate you being on this and hanging in there with us. We've got Crimson Fists. So bringing it back to one of our original questions that we had, and this is written by the great Rick Priestley. This is the first edition of Warhammer 40,000, Warhammer 40,000 Rogue Trader, and it's got some Imperial Fists on the cover art. And in the background, kind of what we've got the review here, there's some orcs that basically look like Shrek. It's just a ton of Shrek guys firing. And what's this guy doing? Top left, like he's holding his what appears to be like a weird bolt pistol, and he's holding it back, like with his hand. Like, I don't want this to ricochet too much.
The recoil is gonna kill me.
It's very weird. We've got a lot of beaky Marines, which is great. I love the beak helmet. Yeah, so good. Yeah. And then in the center of this wonderful art piece, if you look, there's one of the Crimson Fists holding his literal Crimson Fist in the air, and in his hand is the head of an orc. He's ripped it off and he's holding it.
They made him a miniature recently too. It was like what? It's like one of their celebration hobby. I forget what the actual title is, but yeah. Oh, that guy in particular with holding the orc head. Yeah.
Really?
Do you want to know the picture I had in my head when I was thinking of this? I mixed up two games. I was thinking of Space Crusade, but I thought its name was Rogue Trader.
Okay. Oh, hell yeah, that's rad. Okay, so they did a Citadel Finecast. And he's got the banner, he's holding the orc head. Yeah, that looks great. Painted in the full style and everything.
They made a couple of classic. They have also a guy with the disintegrator rifle too that they released again as like a special edition callback.
Yeah, like the Imperial Space Marine.
Yeah, the one from 2018.
That's cool.
I don't remember when it released. It's all a blur to me.
It came in its own box and it had its own special rules and was treated like a character. Or no, it could replace a sergeant. And it had the most busted gun a Space Marine could have, and I loved watching it on the table.
And that sounds like the disintegrator gun, but I can't confirm or deny.
It. Has kind of a bayonet on the front of it.
Yeah.
Yep. That's the model. That was a cool model.
2016, Sweet. It says it came.
It was 2016. Okay.
Yeah. Oh man, time's a bitch.
Fuzz in the chat, I will give you an honorary point because you did get both apparently, but just put them in the wrong order. So there you go. And I hope I'm excited to see if anybody's keeping track in the chat. Like if you guys are keeping track of your points, like I would love to know at the end how you fared. Like how you
think
did.
Legally, whoever wins, we have to turn over Lorehammer to them as the new hosts, and then kill ourselves.
Me.
Oh,
wow. No. Not another blood pact.
Yep.
Can't keep doing this with hosts.
You run out of hosts.
That's how we lost Jordan.
Yeah.
No.
Oh man. All right. Moving into our all question for Games Workshop history. This should be a pretty easy one to write down, gentlemen. Not necessarily that you right answer, but just an easy writing task. So, since 1987 to current times, Warhammer has had how many different logos? The designer in me is obsessed with this because I love a good logo. I love a good font, and I hate terrible fonts. That's one of my like pet peeves. Just diving in a little bit, like it's that classic SNL sketch with Ryan Gosling, Papyrus. That gets me every time. I love it so much.
You like
papyrus?
You like the papyrus font?
No, I fucking
really?
hate it.
I love
hate
it, man.
Like it just kick him out of here. He's gone.
You kicked out the person.
Gone.
That one wasn't me, actually.
I know
Logan
dropped somehow, but no, papyrus I hate. I've literally seen Comic Sans on office buildings. There's an office complex. Like 3 blocks from where I work, and it's literally labeled like professional office park in Comic Sans.
That is embarrassing.
I don't know how. Welcome back, Logan.
Yeah, I'm sorry, my browser crashed. That was super weird.
You're good. We didn't reveal anything yet, so you've still got a moment. So we're going to reiterate the question here. How many different logos has Warhammer 40K had since its inception in 1987? All right. Ready, gentlemen? All right. Yeah. Hold them up. Let's see. What do we got? Logan, what are you saying?
I said 3 because I remember original, the one before 10th edition, and then the current one.
Okay. And Christian, you wrote between 4 to 6?
But then I circled.
And
circled 4 though, because that is my answer.
Oh my
gosh.
That's
gay as shit.
Okay, and then Mark, what do you got?
Quattro.
Mark wrote 4. Yes. I'm going to bring them into the presentation here. Yes, the answer is 4.
Yeah, I knew it.
It is 4. All right.
I should have trusted my gut.
And
Christian,
I got
that's
that
at
for
least
you there,
half
Mark.
a point, I suppose.
Oh no, he's caught my half point.
That was my answer.
He's good. Christian got it.
No, I'm a whole half point behind. I'm not just tied.
Fuck.
If you can put that up there, Mark, I've got the 4 logos, not to be confused with the 4 locos. There it is.
I forgot the gold one.
I'm so mad at myself. So the Rogue Trader-ish one was 1987 to 1993. That's like the classic kind of shimmery chrome, if you will. And then from 93 to 98, which would have been like 2nd edition to just before 3rd, really. I think it was not very prevalent. It's that gold classic. And this is where we introduced the Aquila. So in this logo, we can see that the Aquila is formed in the logo. Pretty rad. And then where I kicked off into 40K was around 2003, probably 2003-ish. So this would have been this iteration, which is the black, like obsidian stone looking Aquila with the kind of greenish shimmering typeface in the front. This is Warhammer 40,000. That started in 1998.
The best logo.
I would agree.
I was going to say that's the grim darkest logo.
It really is.
Yeah, even it's funny looking at the ages of these, how distinctive a tale they tell.
Yeah, you're right.
The Warhammer one that we were talking about, the 3rd one. Yeah, that's like peak 40K, you know.
Yeah.
Those years. You get all the big lore, all the big stuff, everything gets held, then we get updated, and whatever.
It ran for the longest time too. Like it ran for 12 years. So from 1998 to 2020, we had the
That's 22 years.
Yeah, 22.
22. Holy shit.
Long time.
You're right. Oh my god.
I cheated it.
Wow.
Cheated it. But
changed everything.
I kind of picture from like from like 4th edition to like 8th edition, which built a lot of the story. 1st edition, that first one, it's kind of wacky and it doesn't even have the Aquila, like you said. But yeah, it's fun looking at design and like seeing how it's evolved.
The one now,
the new one feels.
Yeah, what do you got, Logan?
I was gonna say the new one feels too optimistic and like, we're a war game. Trying to pull.
I do like the new one in the sense that I don't know, it gives me Top Gun vibes for some reason.
It does too. Yeah. 100%.
Right?
I think it's that red line.
I like it. Yeah, but I think design-wise, it's fucking gorgeous. Like I think it looks so good. I just don't think it has the grimdark vibe. It definitely has like I don't know. It just feels very Warhammer. Fuck yeah. Gonna kill some motherfucking Xenos, baby. Like it just feels a little too impactful. Yeah.
Makes me feel like War Thunder for some reason.
Oh yeah, I don't know why, but you're spot on.
Right? It feels Air Force-y, like it's the logo
Yeah.
for a plane
Yeah.
game, and that's not at all
I
what
mean,
it is.
you fly
Yeah,
planes.
2 points to you, Logan. 2 points to you.
Oh,
I'm
I
just
feel a
kidding.
conspiracy
I'm just
against
kidding.
me.
I'm not giving him 2 points for that, but you're right. That's good.
yeah, that's how they're trying to get you
Yeah.
out of the show. They're gonna make you lose.
It's happening no matter what.
This is how they write you. This is how they write you
No.
off.
Man. All right. So next for all of you guys here that you can answer. Okay. In GW history, for all of our contestants, the early years of GW, in the early years of GW, their primary business was a UK importer for what popular TSR game? I'll say again. In the early years of Games Workshop, their primary business was as a UK importer for what popular TSR game?
Can I get?
Chat, I would love to see what you get at this. What do you got, Christian?
Can I get a what's TSR?
I don't really want to tell you.
Will that give it away?
I was gonna ask the same question.
It's a publisher. I'll give you that. That's all I'm going to give you. So we've got, wow, chat's going off. Chat's doing well. Chat is doing good. So in the early years of GW, their primary business was a UK importer for what popular TSR game? Gentlemen, are you ready? All right. Is your body ready?
My soul is ready.
All right. Let's see what you got. Hold them up. Hold them up. Oh, Logan says D&D.
D&D.
Christian.
Judge Dredd.
Judge Dredd. And Mark.
Merlin's Mini. It's the only UK importer of minis I care about nowadays.
Proud sponsor of the show.
Now, what's that code again, Mark? So I can use it tonight?
Code Lorehammer, believe it or not, and there's a link in the description below, probably. So go check out minis from them.
Mark doesn't get any points, but he does get a paycheck.
He does. I'm not kidding though. Ever since they started sponsoring shows, like every now and then when I'm slow at work, I'll just go on their website and I just start looking at all the old cool models. It's like, oh, that's so sick, so good.
Yeah, they'll help you achieve your kind of goal of collecting all those old sculpts.
Yeah, I definitely want some of the original boxes, but the old sculpts are rad for sure. So yes, gentlemen, D&D. Originally, GW was a UK importer for Dungeons and Dragons. Yes.
Cool. Yeah.
So Logan.
So what does TSR mean?
It's a publishing company that created. They were the first publishers for D&D. TSR stands for
Tabletop Strategy.
Thou shall write. Just kidding.
Thou shall write.
No, I'm just kidding. No, I'm just kidding. That's not actually it. I don't know, but yeah, they were the original publishers for D&D.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, crazy that they kind of were tied to them a little bit, and yeah.
Yeah,
I was just guessing that it was. I'm like, it's probably fantasy based. What else is fantasy based? D&D. Let's go with that.
Yeah. There's a great video series. I don't know if it's a series or maybe just one off, but there's a few great YouTube videos of like the history of GW and like how they got started and all that and what they were doing and who was with them and who came back to kind of push the envelope. It's pretty cool. I'll try and find it and put it in the Discord.
Yes.
But all right, we're going to keep moving.
TSR,
what do you got? What do you got?
Studies Rules. Founded in partnership by Gary Gygax and Don Kay.
There you go. Yep, Gary Gygax. Okay. Well, Christian, stay on the mic because this question's for you. All right, here we go. In GW history, Christian, your question is, which edition of 40K featured the new Primaris Space Marines?
Crap.
Oh, I feel like Logan and Mark are like at the ready.
Hold on.
You
Give me a
better
sec.
get it, man.
Okay.
Woo.
Third, fourth, fifth,
He's ready.
sixth.
So the question
Can I ask what edition we're at now?
Do you not know?
No, dude, I don't play, man. I just buy the freaking models and paint now. I haven't played since like 4th edition.
We're in 10th edition right now.
Okay.
We're in 10th edition.
I'm going to say, man, I'm like a 50-50, 8th or 9th, but I'm going to go with a...
I'm just heads up, guys. Heads up.
Yeah.
Just a reminder, you guys have not used your phone a nerd yet.
I kind of want to save it for a harder question though, because like I'm waffling between 8th and 9th, but I'm trying to study Mark's facial features when I say 8 or 9. Oh, there we go. 10.
So which edition featured the new Primaris Space Marines?
Oh, man.
So this is when they came out, is what I'm asking.
Yeah. I'm going to go with 8th.
Bam, 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 bam. It is 8th edition. Yes.
Yeah, I've honestly stopped tracking
Christian.
what editions like are out even. Like just look at the models. Like
how did you come to that though, if you didn't know specifically?
8th? Yeah, like I knew, like I vaguely pay attention to people when they talk about it. Mark, you're muted. I casually
Mark's muted.
I've ranted to him many times
being
about
where it all went
how
wrong.
that edition affected my life.
Mark, that's why I did not give you this question specifically.
8th is when he started drinking heavily.
For the content, you could give Mark all the triggering questions.
Yeah,
so we
that's
just click them crashing out for the shorts.
Yeah. I could just ask him about female space marines and custodies and whatnot. See what happens. All right. So next up we have Logan.
Let's go.
Now, Logan, this is your bonus opportunity. Okay. This is your bonus opportunity in the category of Games Workshop history. So I will give you the option. Would you like the novice question or would you like the veteran question?
As it stands right now, I'm at a deficit. So we got to go for broke and go for the big question.
Oh, that's good. All right. Veteran, here we go. Which acclaimed GW artist is known as the father of the grimdark style and created the artwork for the iconic 3rd edition starter box featuring the Black Templars? And I just so happen to have the rulebook. So who painted this?
Do you want to know what's sitting next to me in the box?
No
on the floor next to me?
Is it Gwyneth Paltrow's head?
No, yeah. It's my 9th edition Black Templars Codex supplement that has the same art on it. And I love that art.
It's so good. So who's the artist? This is for 2 questions.
Can I phone my friend? Because it's in my head, but I can't get there.
You can, but don't go to the comments. Here's what we're gonna do. Don't go to the comments. Look away.
Not in the comments.
Okay. Stay in private chat.
At you.
Look at me, baby, right here.
Okay. Eye contact, bitch. Then spit on him. Yeah, I like it.
So, Logan. Again, don't look at the chat, but who do you want to pull from the chat?
Spaghetti seems to know everything.
Spaghetti Seth. Can we get Spaghetti Seth, Mark? Let's bring him on for our first phone a nerd.
I believe in you, Seth.
This is cool. It's our first phone a nerd option. Let's see.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
I'd pick one of the Jacks because they're both smart, but they're both mad at me, so I feel like they might sabotage me.
There's a link in the description.
Okay. So Spaghetti Seth, get on the link. So I'm going to ask the question again here. Which acclaimed GW artist is known as the father of the grimdark style and created the artwork for the iconic 3rd edition starter box featuring Black Templars? Welcome, Seth.
His first name is John, but I know that's not good enough. So I'm hoping Seth has it. What is it, my friend?
He's Googling it.
No,
Don't Google.
Oh, sorry. I didn't. I had the live stream open, so I was hearing the live stream lagging behind you guys, and I was wondering why was. The answer is John Blanche, is it not? Creator of the Blanche.
Yes, it is. Very good.
Yes. Yes. You're my
John
hero.
Blanche.
Man, with the AI doing that Ghibli whole thing lately, that new trend, I wonder if they can do the Blanche style now.
Well,
accurately.
AI doesn't have access to my paint brushes yet. I'm going to tie that up as 6 for Seth. I get ever closer to be subsuming the podcast. Also, we're talking about older models. I get this isn't really relevant, but I got this. Whoa. I got this cool Citadel Finecast 2008 5th edition Corsair Ocon at a game store in Las Vegas.
Ooh.
Pretty neat.
Classic
Sick.
pose.
Yeah.
I wish the new one had the same pose.
Right on.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of hard to see the chest decals when he's holding the sword so close, so I do like the fact that he's got the sword planted into the ground at the Primaris version, but... right, the answer, John Blanche. Ding, ding, ding. What is
John
Blanche?
Fantastic, Seth.
Blanche?
Thank you so much for being a part of this. You're our first phone a nerd, and you were correct.
Woo!
Appreciate you very much.
You're my hero.
Hope you phone
Yeah.
me in again. I'm waiting.
I don't like that.
That was great.
I don't like that.
That
That's so
was
ominous. Call me back, Mark.
Yeah, so John Blanche is known as kind of being the father of the grimdark style, and he's really gained a lot of popularity in the past few years, which is it's fortunate and unfortunate. I'd say it's a little unfortunate in the sense that it's taken a little bit like too long for him to kind of get the recognition that he deserves, but it's fortunate in the sense that we do still have him creating, and he's a fantastic artist, and I think a lot of the vibe of the grimdark paint aesthetic that like Grimdark Compendium is doing, and some of the other guys like Villainy Inks, they definitely draw from the Blanchitsu style. I think they call it the Blanchitsu style. So it is like a direct homage to John Blanche's style.
I thought he was dead.
Very good.
I would love to have him on.
Oh my gosh,
We'll
it'd be
hunt him down.
amazing. Yeah, be so
I
cool.
totally thought he died
So,
like
good
in the
job.
last 2 years. I'm
Oh, dude, this is gonna be a really sad day for me. If
No,
that's
it's not.
true. And I can't.
That's not
I must be
possible.
thinking of someone else, but I swear I thought I read a headline.
No,
You're
I
good,
was,
Court. You're
okay.
good.
I was like,
You're
I'm
good.
pretty sure I just watched like he doesn't do many interviews, but like I'm pretty sure this would be on my radar. Like if that happened.
Well,
Wow, we do not know his birthday. We only know what year he was born.
Oh, that's so 40K. I love it. Oh, that's cool.
International Man of Mystery, Marcus. We
Yeah.
should see if we can get a hold of him. And
Yeah,
even if he was
yeah.
dead, I'd go find
You
his
know, as we
corpse
get
and bring
more
him
and more
on.
of these older contacts.
Yeah.
Yes, I got a shovel. I'm in.
Oh gosh. Is there this is a random question. I'm curious though, like for each of you guys, is there one like celebrity icon or something like that, like when they die, you're just gonna lose it? Like you're gonna call out work for that day, maybe 2 days, and just not know what to do with yourself.
No, but now I'm going to pick a celebrity to do that for.
Just out of
Just
just
out of work.
randomly, who's not even that famous.
Super
Yeah.
random though. Yeah.
Just Arnold Schwarzenegger died. I can't. He was so inspirational.
That's worthy. That's a good one.
Yeah, but it's a lie. Like if he died, I'd be sad, but I'm not going to call it a work for it.
All right. Mark, what about you?
Yeah, unlike Logan there, I'll call into work sick for any reason as an electrician. Yeah, my grandma's dead 4 times now. Yeah, it don't matter.
Yeah.
I don't really care. I don't have a celebrity. I'd cry if you died, Court.
Thank you.
Aww.
Thank you.
That's
I'd
the
take some
nicest thing
days
anyone's
off
ever
work.
said. to him.
Absolutely.
I appreciate that. That was good.
I tell him I love him all the time. How dare you, sir?
Yeah, but this was a
How
different
dare
level.
you.
But would you mourn? Would you wear all black and mourn for days over him like I
Absolutely.
would? I don't.
I would be devastated.
Yes.
I would be.
Suit on your face and everything.
Yes.
I'd wear eyeliner just for him because he would think it was funny if he were alive.
That's true. I would think that's funny.
Yeah,
That's true.
just streaming down my nasty mascara running down my face at his funeral.
I don't know why.
People think I'm being disrespectful.
I just-
Everyone's like, no, he'd love that.
I picture you in the full getup, like on my coffin singing, "'Cause tonight
will be
tonight that I will fall for you."
Oh my
Weeping.
Yeah. That's perfect. Christian, what about
Oh
you?
man, I don't follow celebrities that close. However, sort of not so fun fact, I was on my infantry course when I found out Chester Bennington died, and that sucked. Lincoln Park's always been like
Yeah.
really close to 40K with me, and it was already a crappy situation. We were just in the mess hall, and yeah. But I
Wait,
don't
what
follow
does
these
Lincoln
people.
Park have to do with 40K?
They always played them in the freaking Games Workshop. And like,
Oh, really?
yeah,
Oh,
in like the
yeah. Oh my
2000s,
gosh.
it was like
Yeah,
on
yeah.
like 24/7.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They were
Yeah.
everywhere in the
Funny.
2000s.
but specifically at your local Games Workshop
Yeah.
playing in the overhead PA. Yeah.
Wow, that's a good one. For me, I hate even thinking about this because I know that day will happen, and I feel like I'm just gonna drop everything and try and fly out to I forget where he's living now, if it's Australia or England, but Nick Cave from Nick Cave and the Bad Seeds. So if Nick Cave, if he ever dies, because he's immortal, but if he ever dies, I will lose my shit. I will just not know what to do with
Who is
myself.
he?
Nick Cave, he's a famous musician, and he's also an author. He's written screenplays and film scores as well. But he's most well known for fronting the band Nick Cave and the Bad Seeds. You would probably know their song "Red Right Hand" if you've ever seen Peaky Blinders. It's the theme song for that.
Okay.
But yeah, he's written a lot of
Oh, yeah, it
screenplays.
is.
Yeah. So yeah, Nick Cave. Anyways, all right, let's keep moving here. Getting back on track. This is our last GW history question, which means it goes to you, Mark. Here we go.
Alright.
Okay.
Lay it on me.
I'm very curious about this because again, this is my favorite category. So I'm interested to see if you get this, and if you don't, if the other gentleman can do it as well. And make sure you guys aren't in the chat. So chat, fire off if you know the answer as well. Released in 2001, the hybrid tabletop RPG game Inquisitor has long been unsupported by GW, but continues to be loved and played by the community. One of the big critiques and possible reasons for its initial decline in sales was its scale. It required players to create their own terrain since GW did not officially produce any terrain. What scale were the models made? And I'm holding up, there it is, the Inquisitor rulebook. So good.
Fucking
This whole thing was just an
cool.
excuse for you to show off your collection cord, isn't it?
Oh, I love it.
Just staged the whole thing.
He just wanted to flex and flirt with everybody.
It's a
here.
vanity project, gentlemen. Vanity project.
And we're all part of it.
Mm-hmm. So at what's we know that like 40K is basically 32 millimeter scale. It's heroic scale.
No, don't give him numbers, man.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna go with 16.
16 what, Mark?
millimeter
Miles?
scale, okay.
Kilometers?
Whatever the same scale the normal scale's at. And I either went too high and I went the wrong direction, or too low, but I think we're good.
Okay, let's.
Because I think it would be what did I say, 12?
You said 16.
Oh, 16.
So
Yeah,
let's
16.
do
He's like,
this.
Wait, what did I say? What did you say?
Let's do this, gentlemen.
That's what I said.
That's what I said. Christian, why don't you write an answer too, and I'll let you both see if you can get this. Okay.
That means I'm wrong.
You are right. You are incorrect. It is not 16. I'm trying to find some pictures in here for. Okay, so like if you look at this, I know for listeners it's not great, but there's no official terrain that was made for this game, and which made it very difficult for people to play. But it's such a rad game. It's more like an RPG. And you're building a war band, so you're not putting armies together. It's mostly single miniatures and just kind of creating
It's like
it that
Kill
way.
Team.
It's a bit kill teamy, yeah. but definitely more role playing in the sense. So,
I suppose, sure.
All right.
Stats.
What do we got, gentlemen? 25 millimeter says Logan, and Christian says 54 millimeter.
Bro, that's huge.
And he would be correct because it is 54 millimeter.
Huge, man.
Oh,
I actually did.
They were
what?
They were big. Yeah. They were really big.
I still want one. I want the Space Marine. What's his face? Death Watch Captain.
Captain
Artemis?
I had him back in the day.
Oh, like the Inquisitor scale one?
Is there 2 scales for that? Like, what'd you say, 54? And is there a different one too? Like, isn't the scale supposed to be like if you stack them up, how many times? That's what it's supposed to be. So you stack up that model 54 times, and it's a Space Marine height.
I thought it was just the size of the base.
That's if you were to say like 1/3 scale,
yeah,
1/32
scale, like a fractional scale.
Yeah. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, because I know
we know what that scale is for these guys.
There's Artemis, the Space Marine Death Watch guy. It was 54 millimeter scale, so it put them at about like models were almost twice the height of what like a Primaris kind of would be.
It's 1/32 scale. Mark would be in the fractional. I did Google that though.
Cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yep.
Huh.
So obviously it made terrain more difficult to build because you can't really just use your normal buildings and like you would for 40K because they would look ginormous next to this stuff.
Yeah.
All right. I'm going to give you guys a quick tally here because next up is all words are made up. This is where you guys are going to fucking pronounce the words that I type in.
Mark's done.
I'm so excited.
Mark, you should quit right now.
Okay.
I'm gonna write down the way I think it sounds and then read it to myself like this.
So current tally in 3rd place with 9 points is Christian.
How?
What?
How? In 2nd place, Logan 9.5.
Oh, let's go.
In 1st place with 15 points is Mark. Oh man. All right. So now we're going to move into all words are made up. This is going to be, oh my gosh. This is going to be good. Okay. So here's what I'm going to do, gentlemen. You're welcome to pop back in the chat. Okay. So pop back in the comments if you guys want. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to type the word in or words that I want you to properly pronounce. Now, the reason why we're doing this for listeners that are not regular listeners of the show is many of us have trouble reading. Mark in particular has said on, I would guess, at least 50 episodes, I can't read. Like,
I can't read. Fuck. It's been stressful, but honestly, it's been good for me to learn how to read over the years. Yeah. I think
I'm proud of you.
You've come so far.
There was, Mark, if you can regale us with the tale, there was at one point you guys were like taking donations to have you like go to a speech pathologist or something. Is that true?
We'll say anything to take money from all you suckers. If that's what we said, yeah, for sure.
Okay.
No, growing up, I couldn't say my own name, which was pretty embarrassing. I had a hard time saying R's, and that was fucked. But,
yeah.
You know, whatever. You just make up a name, and I was Mike when I was younger.
There you go.
Your grandparents still think you're Mike.
So, all right.
I'll have you know, my grandma's been dead 4 times. You leave her alone.
That's right. Okay, so I've got your word or words ready to go in the chat, Mark. So I'm going to send it. You're going to see it on mine pop up. You have 1 opportunity to say it correctly, and you only have about 5 seconds to read it. Okay.
Yeah.
So we're going to go, it might get a little bit harder, and you guys each have, it looks like you each have 3 words or 3 phrases at least. Okay. So here we go. Oh, this is going to be good. All right. Sending. Mark, what do you got?
Celestial orrery. Fuck you.
I don't think it was like a personal attack.
Yeah.
It is celestial orrery.
Oh my
So
God. What did I say?
celestial.
What did you say?
Celestial.
That's what he said.
That's
Oh, this is good. I know the chat and Discord was like waiting for this segment too, because we've been talking about it since our last episode. Oh, that was good. All right.
Spaghetti Seth wants to be summoned.
We have to commit the dark ritual though to summon Spaghetti Seth.
That's true.
Yeah.
I need help. Please help me answer this question.
All right, Logan, you are up. Here we go.
Hateful.
Okay. I'm going to post the word, and
Yep.
you've got 5 seconds to say it one time.
Yep.
Okay?
Yep.
Here we go.
Hierophant.
Nope.
What do you mean?
Nope.
What is it?
Hierophant.
I hope I don't need that marker later because that is gone.
What?
Hierophant.
You can't even fucking read or what? Huh? No.
People are trying to correct your pronunciation by just retyping the word in the chat as if you can read it. Like
Spaghetti's hero. Spaghetti put hero. Hierophant. That's what I said, isn't
No,
it?
that's Egyptian.
Oh, I said hero. I said hero.
Do you know what a hierophant is?
Probably a Tyrannid.
It is. It is a Tyrannid.
So smart.
Yep.
I'm so smart.
It's the big, it's like the Bio Titan that was a Forge World model. Looks like a
so cool.
like big arachnid.
It's apparently also a tarot card.
Yep. Yeah.
That if you look up Hierophant, you will not find the Tyrannid.
Yeah. All
Give me
right.
the tune. Oh, this thing.
Yeah.
The telephone looking thing.
What?
That's not how I would describe
It
it.
looks like it looks like a telephone with legs.
Huh.
You tell me
We
that
have
doesn't
different
look like an old
telephone.
phone handset with legs coming out.
Hang
of it.
on. No,
Tell me right now. Tell me. You know what? Hang on. I'm putting a picture in the chat, or I'm going to try to.
Telephone with legs.
Yeah. Hang on.
I see what you're doing, and I don't know how you
Like
got there that quickly.
Here, hang on. I'll show you.
No, I'm looking at a fucking picture of it, man. I know
No,
what.
no. You don't understand.
I'm looking at the
No,
model.
Court, you don't understand.
Your eyes are
No, Court,
deceiving you.
Yeah, no, Court. Look, it's like a phone.
Do
It's
they
phone
still
shape.
make it?
See, it's a phone.
Yeah, I
I
think
think
you
so.
can get it Forge World.
Well, Forge World doesn't exist anymore. Yeah.
Well, whatever it is now. But
Expert hobby. I think something expert.
Yes, you can. It is 515 USD
Yeah. Jeez.
Worth it.
for a telephone with legs.
Just 3D print that thing.
You'd steal from the hobby?
If it's a model like this, yes.
You wouldn't pay $500 when you can just stick legs on a telephone handle.
Just your extra nitbits.
Yeah,
Just know you're not using your handset anymore.
A couple venom cannons.
I still don't understand. This thing is like U-shaped, and you think it's a telephone.
Yeah, because the front of it curves up like this. You know, there's the front of the phone, then it curves back.
Are you talking about like an old school like rotary?
Yes. What do you mean rotary? Like a phone handset.
I like with the mouth,
Like the bat phone, like the old bat phone from Adam West. It looks like that kind of a handset.
Oh my gosh! All right, we're done. That's crazy.
Yeah.
All right, let's see who's getting the next word here. Christian.
I hope my Canadian accent doesn't make me lose points here. If anything, the Canadian way of saying it is closer to being right, and the best way to say it would be the British way. So, for the record.
All right. Are you ready? Here we go. Sending.
Dimacarion?
Nope. You threw another E in there.
Oh, Dimacarion.
How
do you do it?
So
no, what?
You're still throwing another E in there. So there's a couple different ways I would have accepted on this. It would be Dimacaron or Dimacaron.
Huh.
Yep.
Dimacaron feels right.
Charon.
Yeah.
Greek.
Yeah. Aaron, AE, Eros. Yeah. But you were saying Dimacarion. So
got him.
Got him.
Got him.
Got him.
Great. So now that you proved that all of us can't read, now what?
What do you get out of
We're
this?
gonna
We got each. We
keep
two
driving
more.
it home.
We each
What do
have
you
two more
get
of
out?
these.
Oh, and that also is
Okay, so if we go through another round of everybody getting him wrong, can the last round be worth 2 points?
AA
sure,
Okay.
sure.
Hey,
Actually,
messed up.
actually, no. Here's what we're gonna do, because you have 3 rounds in this. Essentially, I'm gonna now go to 2 points if you get these, and then we'll go to
Okay.
3.
Okay.
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 And then just for reference, the Dimacaron is a Tyrannid, and it does not look like a phone.
Allegedly, hang on. Hang on.
It does not.
I need to see the phone Tyrannid.
This is the AT&T nid. Oh my gosh. All right.
This one looks like a queen alien,
Yeah, it definitely has the queen vibe.
and she's got phones in her hands.
Oh, get the. All right, Mark, you are up for All Words Are Made Up. We're gonna have you pronounce this. All right. Ready? For 2 points now. We're in the 2 points zone, gentlemen. 2 points. Here we go.
Okay, we got Centurio Ordinatus.
Yeah, that'll do it. That'll do it.
That'll fucking do
Centurio
it, okay.
Ordinatus. Well done. So that would be worth 2 points there. We're going to throw that on for you. Do you know what Centurio Ordinatus is?
No. Like it would be a type of Ordinatus, which is like a super weapon, but they're also unique and special. Tell me about it.
So the Centurio Ordinatus is a section of the Adeptus Mechanicus Divisio Militaris, the Mechanicus organization responsible for development, maintenance, and operation of mighty Ordinatus war machines.
Okay.
So it's a specific sect of the AdMech.
Yeah, so the guy's actually in charge of making those super unique Ordinatus weapons. And
Can
maintaining
I challenge him on the Latin pronunciation of that?
Sure.
Because the C would be a K sound. It'd be Conterio. Conterion.
Oh,
It would
son
be.
of a bitch.
Therefore,
No, but hold
no
on.
points.
GW always does this where they like anglicize everything. So
Yeah.
if you want to go,
Because you wouldn't say Centurion, you
not
would
in
say
English,
Centurion.
no, but in Latin you would. It'd be Conterio.
Yeah.
Or Conterio.
But we're speaking High Gothic here, so
He's right. No,
So-
he's right. He's
the
in.
real.
He got it.
Oh
All right.
my god.
I was gonna say I have a real question for Christian. How do you pronounce V's in Latin?
V's? Like VIS?
Yeah, V's. Yes.
Oh, like W.
the letter V. What
Yeah,
sound? Yeah,
like
what
the
sound
letter
is it?
V,
Like
yeah.
W? Yes.
Well,
Yes.
so
many
hold
people
on.
say it with the
I
V, and it
think
drives
it's
me nuts.
debated, but highly. Like, I think there's a small group of people that think it might not be, but like the majority consensus is that it's a W sound. But I could be wrong.
Yeah, that's how I learned it when I was in school. It's pronounced 5. Jack is really funny.
all right. Logan,
Uh-oh.
are you ready?
As ever.
All right. I've got your words here. There's 2 of them, and they're worth 2 points.
Okay.
Here we go. We're posting.
Cicatrix maldictum.
I'll give it to you.
What?
I'll give
Or
that to you.
maledictum.
Yeah.
Hold on. You
I'll give
can't
that
do
to you.
that.
Maledictum.
Hey,
just
hey,
did.
Christian, all words are made up.
Mark,
He
I'm
can do all
defending
words
your
are made
added
up.
You
R
can't tell me-
there. He dropped
Added
a letter.
R.
Mark added a letter. What are the rules here?
He didn't add
no,
an R in that.
in the first
Yeah.
word. Mark lost his first word because he threw an R in there.
Yeah,
Where did I
but
put-
he
I
didn't
said
throw in any other
cicatrix.
letters.
Okay. If you guys are cool with it, I'm just saying the rules are getting sketchy.
Where did
Not
I
you.
put the
No,
R?
not
It's
you.
cicatrix.
When Mark's first word, he added an R and lost the point. And you skipped a letter, and you still
Which
E.
letter?
Yeah.
Oh, maledictum. I said
Yeah.
maledictum.
you were
I still
just
said it. I'm losing.
you were
to
just
Mark.
thinking
Doesn't
male
matter.
dick, and that's all that.
I know.
I can if we want to do guilty, not guilty, I can give him 1 point for because I heard it correctly, but fuck it. I'm giving him 2.
What the chat
it's
is
a chat thing.
I was about chat. I know we've had our beefs.
Guilty, not guilty.
Jack, I think you're hilarious.
Guilty, not
and I'm
guilty.
asking you.
2 points.
2 points for Mark.
I don't know what I did, but
Fuzz, how could
guilty.
you? I thought we were cool.
Nah.
Wow,
Guilty.
there's like some guilty in here.
Bloodthirsty.
Oh
They
gosh!
are.
All right, I'm taking it away.
I don't want to see a man shine in this thing.
Fucking guilty.
Watch, this is the only thing I'm going to pronounce right the entire time, and chat took it away from me.
Okay, so now we've got Christian. Here we go. Here's your 2 words.
Legio Cybernetica.
Legio Cybernetica. Yes, good.
Yeah.
Very good. And what can you tell us about Legio Cybernetica?
They are the, I guess, cybernetics wing of the Adeptus Mechanicum. They like to put wetware into machines, a little bit like me in the off hours. I like to stick my wetware in machines.
Shit.
Can we get creepier, gentlemen? Goodness.
Chat, guilty or not? Is he going to keep his points for that?
Keep the points and keep your computer and anything else you've touched.
All right. Well done, Christian. Okay, Mark, you are up. This is a 3-pointer now. We're in 3-point territory, gentlemen. Okay, here we go.
Segmentum obscurus.
Yes, very good. Very good. Segmentum obscurus. What is segmentum obscurus?
Which one would it be? Well, I'm glad you asked. It's me stalling for time. I don't know. Which one is it?
It's the obscure one.
Yeah. Is it north? Is it south? It would be.
It is the galactic
west.
north.
Oh,
Galactic north of Terra.
Okay.
Yes. Very good. Okay. Logan.
Uh-oh.
Get that mouth ready, boy.
Get it, nice.
Warhammer Legal, I'm being harassed and I'm uncomfortable.
Oh, I'm so excited for this one. Oh, man, this is going to be good. I feel like this is going to be really good. All right, you ready? For 3 points. Here we go.
What you got? Noctis Labyrinthus?
No. I think that you're missing a syllable there.
Noctis. I don't think I am.
Labyrinthus. You said labyrinthus. Labyrinthus.
It's Expecto Patronus. You
Is that
fool.
stupid Leviosa joke? Whatever. I don't want Harry Potter.
Yeah, this is the Leviosa's joke.
Yes. And does anybody know what the Noctis Labyrinthus is?
Something you made up to torture me.
Close.
So actually, it is a real region of Mars located on the Phoenicius Lacus quadrangle between valleys Marinaris and the Tharsis upland. I'm reading this off of Wikipedia. Sorry, but it is actually located in the heart of Tharsis at the western end of the Valles Marinaris part of Mars. So there you go.
Court, you're getting some challenges in the chat on the pronunciation there. They're saying
How?
it's
Oh, Jack is saying give Logan the
they're
point.
saying it's a thing like pecan and
For what?
pecan, like a pronunciation thing, like cultural or regional. I think
For Labyrinthus?
They took the 2 from me. They're trying to give me the 3. Let me have it. If they're fighting on my behalf and they've been yelling at me the whole time, I got it.
Hang on. I want to check with you guys. Okay, Logan, you're not part of this. Canadians. I'm going to type down a word.
Cultural.
Okay, if this works, Logan, I'm going to give you the point. I'm going to give you the 3 points. Ready? Okay. I'm going to write a word here. Mark or Christian, you tell me how you say it. And if it proves my point, or if it proves the chat's point, then we'll see.
Rattlers.
Okay, I'll give it to you, Logan.
Were you gonna say rattlers?
It's rattlers. Rattlers.
Rattlers.
Yep. R-A-T-T-L-E-R-S.
That's how I was gonna say. Rattlers.
Yeah, it's not rattlers, it's rattlers.
Bonnie, the rattlers are in the back again. They're going to take my chicken eggs.
Get my shotgun.
I want to thank Jack. You're my number one supporter. I want to thank Seth for helping me on the call out. You guys are the real MVPs.
Oh
This win goes out to you.
Get out of here.
Oh, this is the comment of them all.
Nope. All right.
Redirect.
Christian, here you go.
Hold on. I'm not ready. Hold on. Gotta close all my links. All right.
All right, here we go.
What were you reading?
None of your business. That's between me and the CIA.
For 3 points. That's right. For 3 points. Here we go.
Oh no. Arutian technocracy, but you're probably going to say Arutian technocracy, right?
I like your technocracy, yes, but Auratian.
Auratian.
No,
yes, that's what I said. Auratian.
You in there.
Auratian.
What did you say?
Auratian technocracy.
Seth says it's Auratian.
I still say all words are made up.
That's true. That's this category. Ding, ding, ding.
That was the right answer the whole time.
So Auratian technocracy was a technologically advanced and peaceful, independent human civilization scattered across several star systems of the Milky Way galaxy, but centered off of the capital world of Aureus. The technocracy had been founded during the isolation of the Age of Strife and reached its height in the 31st millennium. Its level of technology was equivalent to the Imperium of Man. Pretty cool.
Interesting.
Yep. Well. All right.
Wipe it out.
Gentlemen, we are in our final stretch here. I've only got 4 more official questions.
Make him spell.
Actually, no. 3 more official questions,
You're
and then we have
sick.
a final 2. Make them spell. I almost put.
Do I need my marker for this? Because it's on the other side of the room.
No, not yet. Now,
okay.
Yeah,
I was going to be a real jerk. And listen to previous episodes with all of us on there, and listen to where you guys tripped up and I didn't say anything, and just put those common words in there instead of like 40K words.
Oh, hateful.
So like when you said like macabre instead of macabre. Like I almost
was that me?
I think so. I think that was you, Logan. Anyways. Okay. Mark, you are first up in our Lorehammer lore question.
Oh, Liar called it. He said, I hope it's Lorehammer
Holy shit,
lore.
it is. Holy shit.
Liar gets extra points.
Nice.
Liar, get out of my brain.
Yeah, Liar gets a point.
Get out of my brain. I don't know how he did that. That was wild. It's tripped me out, to be honest. All right. So
you broke teeth, boy. No.
So this is going to be these next 3 questions are going to be specific to you guys, and this is going to test your knowledge of how well you know Lorehammer. Okay, so not Warhammer, but the story of Lorehammer, rather. Okay. All right, Mark, you're first. Co-creator and former Lorehammer host Eric played the greatest 40K army of all time, the Necrons. What was the name of his homebrew dynasty?
The Nekabet.
Yes, the Nekabet dynasty.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, the Nekabet.
That's
It's
good.
very
Seth
cool.
got that too.
Yeah.
Last time I seen them, they were under a repaint. I think they were orange originally, and then I think he changed it to like purple or something he was working on. But
Okay.
I just want to say I fought
All
with
right.
them about calling them the Iraq dynasty, but like Eric, but
Yeah,
spelled
yeah,
Egyptian.
yeah.
Iraq.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay. It sounds a little too political, but yeah.
It's right there. It's real close.
All right, Logan.
Uh-oh.
This is going to be interesting because I don't know what your mind knows about back catalog of Lorehammer. So here we go. Back in the day, the boys played a fun homebrew RPG where they portrayed members of the Tau Empire. These sessions were recorded and published for a 7-part episode series. What was the name of this custom RPG adventure? Oh, the face you're making right now is so good. So good.
I have no clue.
Make it up. Make it up.
Ethereal's World.
Weirdly, not far. Weirdly, not far.
Not far? What is it?
Eternal Horizon.
Oh!
Yeah. Weird, like close
That was
channel
pretty
there.
close. Yeah.
Do I get another half point?
No more half
do I get
points
another
for you.
half
Get
point?
out of here.
Man.
Yeah. No.
You're just mad
What
I'm beating you by half a point. Make it a
That's
whole
probably
one.
like
Give
3
it to me.
points.
In
All right.
all my years of role playing with boys, I think Christian rolling that Tau tank and killing the people he was supposed to save.
It was so good. It was so
Classic.
good.
Classic.
He's like, I got this.
I got this.
Oh man. Yeah, I wanted to reward some of the old school Lorehammer listeners with some Lorehammer lore questions. So, all right.
Yeah.
Christian,
Lay it on me.
here we go. Making his debut in episode 53, Heretic Astartes, a certain alias of Mark's would show up in multiple future Lorehammer episodes and was a personal favorite of mine. What was his name?
Trevor Buzak.
Yeah, Trevor Buzak.
Air horn.
Awesome.
Yeah. They're asking whatever happened to Trevor Buzak, and I said no. I put him in charge of the HR department, and I think it's going well. I haven't heard any complaints since I put him in charge there.
No.
So
I literally just
He's the one abusing everybody, Mark.
30 minutes ago. He's the one abusing everybody.
like I said, I haven't heard anything from him, and he's in
Haven't
charge.
heard anything.
It's so good.
That's true. I was talking to Trevor when I was asking for help.
Mhm.
My wife, she was dating a Trevor before me, so when she found out my alternate reality,
Alter ego.
I mean,
Mhm.
alter ego was Trevor. She didn't like that very much. Like, oh fuck!
It
And you
was-
want me to call his name in bed? That's a little weird, don't you
That's a
think?
little weird.
But she's a trooper.
But
oh.
the trick is
It's-
Mark's the one calling out Trevor's name.
Oh.
Fuck.
Dude, my face hurts from smiling so much in this episode now. Yeah, Trevor Buzak.
It's a good one.
That was every now and then would just listen to the beginning of episode 53. So listeners, if you've not listened to episode 53, Heretic Astartes, the intro is just so good. So good. A legend was born. All right. So this is the last Lorehammer question. I'm just going to throw this in here just for funsies. This isn't worth any points. I just think it would be a fun little tribute. Chat, get in here too with this. And then we're going to do 2 final questions that are worth a little bit more. So this is for everybody. So you guys are going to write these down. Okay. Lorehammer lore final question. Hang on. I got to get my marker that I threw out of anger. All right. According to Lorehammer.
I will have my man tantrums. Thank you.
Your mantrums.
I will have my tantrums. Thank you very much.
God, I love you. All right. According to Lorehammer, who knows the perfect time to strike? According to Lorehammer, who knows the perfect time to strike?
I don't know. I just flipped my whiteboard over like someone's going to look over and see what I wrote.
So you're just covering your answers.
I was like, yeah, I'm like, haha, you guys can't see because you're not in my room.
All right. Let's see. What do you got, gentlemen? Who knows the perfect time to strike? Korax, Howling Banshees, Commander Farsight.
I've never listened to this show in my life. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
So I threw that one in because I know it's a running joke, and I could not find the episode where that was stated, but I know it's Eldar.
Yeah, I would go look into the
I'm literally today I was listening
the Path of the Warriors.
I'm listening to episode 46, Path of the Warrior, and I'm at the last 14 minutes of it, and you guys are mentioning Howling Banshees. So I think that's where it is. But yep.
Don't worry. You'll get to it,
Okay.
and you will be like, "Shit, that really was the perfect time to strike."
Okay, awesome. Yeah, Jack's right. It was the Eldar Shrine episodes. Yeah, so I must be on that one then. Okay, cool. Okay, so just a tally for you guys right now, and then chat. So, gentlemen, hosts, get off the chat, please. Get off the chat. Go to private chat, if you will. Chat, this is where you're going to drop in your questions. Okay, what you think would be a good trivia question for one of our final questions here. Like this one? It's determined by me. I'm going to see which question would be good, but you guys will have one last final question written by me where you can wager points.
Oh, that's right.
Mm-hmm. So these are our two final questions. Let's see. Jax. This is pretty good. Fuzz. Let's see. That's pretty good too. If you guys want to jump in and Logan, how about this?
Called out directly.
Just called out. Just because I need to read some of these, and I'm going to give you guys a little opportunity later. But just tell us what you're working on with Hydra Thoughts right now.
Oh, sure. So while you're stalling, so I just published my third video about Cold War jets and some Russian propaganda, and it's doing pretty good. We got 1,000 views in the first week, so
seems
pretty
like a
happy
timely
with that.
topic.
Nice.
Yeah, it's very fun. The and it's fun too though because other than just the topic itself, I actually have a connection to it because little spoilers. In I want to say the 70s, a MiG-25 defected to Japan and it got into the hands of the US. And we were afraid of that jet. So when we caught one, we started to take it apart to see what was going on with it. My uncle was part of the team that was helping take it apart. And he said there was an engineer that had a magnet and he just kept walking around going, how is that steel? How is that steel? Everything he touched on the jet was made out of steel. And he's going, how does this thing even fly? Like it just blew his mind because they thought it was super light aircraft. And he's just like, how? And he's just getting more and more upset the longer he's touching it. It was really funny. But if you go onto my YouTube channel, Hydra Thoughts, check it out. Let me know what you think.
Very good. Okay, so I think I've got one here, and I'm just double checking. Ooh. I like this one a lot.
Is it going to be everyone?
All right, I'm doing it. It's I'm going to kind of alter one of the questions, but here we go. Gentlemen, get your pens ready. Okay. Who is known as the first loyalist? Who is known and often referred to as the first loyalist? This was inspired by Liar. So Liar, big ups to you. Thank you for the inspiration on the question. And I'm going to make this, gentlemen, I'm going to make this worth first number in the chat that pops up. It's what's going to be what's worth. First number that pops in the chat. Let's see. This is how many points this question is going to be worth. I'm really scared to see.
It should be worth 3K points.
We have 900,000. 900,000 points.
A little excessive, but okay.
It is, all right. It is
Can I get half
900,000
points if I'm half right?
No.
Remember, if Christian answers right and he gets to stay, this was all for nothing and we won't get to boot him.
True.
Ooh, that's true.
Court's just going to have to lie about what the answer is then.
All right.
Ready.
Are you guys ready? So, known as the first loyalist is whom? Let's see. Hold them up. Hold them up. Mark, what do you say? Mark, what do you say?
Rogel Dorn.
Oh, Christian, what do you say?
Nathaniel Garrow, but I did write Saul Tarvitz originally. And I'm like 50-50, but I'm going to stick with Garrow.
Hydra thoughts, what'd you say?
I had the exact same 50-50, so I'm going to go with Saul.
It is Saul Tarvitz.
Let's go!
That makes sense. That's fun.
Saul Tarvitz is known as the first loyalist.
Yeah.
He's the first loyalist named. Yep. Wow. 900,000 points. That seems excessive.
I feel like I disserviced him by not remembering that. Oh.
You guys were in the right vein. If anybody had said Mortarion or like Fulgrim, I would have been ashamed.
Horus. Yeah. Horus was the first loyalist.
I struggled so much with that, but then I remembered Garrow's thing was he was fighting a demon on the moon, and that was really cool. So I'm like, I don't think it's Garrow. It's got to be Saul.
Yeah. And I feel like 900,000 seems pretty excessive, and I'm gonna go against that.
9.
So we're gonna make it. We're gonna make it 3
9.
points. 3 points.
I'll take 9.
You'll take 9.
I'll take 9.
Oh my gosh! I'll give you 3. It'll be
I think
like
you're with 9. Mark is still winning.
No, I'm gonna give you the Galadriel. It's the you ask for this, but I'm gonna give you 3. 3 hairs from my golden head. She gave me 3.
Wow.
All right. So, okay, guys, I do have the final question here. Our final question for Adeptus Triviaris. This you can wager as many points as you have. So I'm going to give you a total here. Okay. In third place with 12 points is Christian. In second place with 15.5, of course, is Logan. And in first place with 21 points is Mark. Very good, gentlemen. Doing very good. Okay.
Yeah. I'll pay you after the show there for all the answers. It's a cheat sheet.
There you go. Mark, you're reading from the spreadsheet, right? So you have all the answers in front of you?
Yeah,
okay,
exactly.
Good. You were just playing it off, getting a few of them wrong just to make it seem...
Well, I still can't read, so I even if you put it in front of me, good fucking luck.
Right. Oh, man.
I mean, it is his podcast. He technically has to win.
Mm-hmm.
He's got the plot armor.
Oh, God.
Okay. I am going to... Oh, man, this one's going to give a picture, too, at the end. So I'm so excited. All right. So, Logan, 15.5 is what you have available to wager. You can wager all of them. You can wager some of them. If you get them incorrect, I will subtract points. If you get this answer incorrect, I will subtract points. Christian, you've got 12 points at your disposal. Mark, you have 21. Okay. So here we go, gentlemen. So get off the chat. If you're a host that's on the chat, please go back to private chat. I'm interested to see who knows this. All right, here we go. The final question. Originally commissioned for the epic scale game Space Marine in 1989, this artwork features a certain Marine with a face uncanny to which famous actor? So, the art that I'm referencing was pulled like 99.9% of a frame from a specific movie, a famous movie, originally commissioned for the epic scale game Space Marine in 1989. This artwork features a certain Space Marine with a face uncanny to which famous actor? And after you guys guess, I'm going to show the picture and you're going to be like, oh my God. Like literally they took this and they said, put it on the cover.
Your face is ours now.
What year again?
1989.
Oh, don't pretend that that's going to help you.
It could if he's got it. Okay. Chat's doing all right. Chat's doing all right. Oh man. So okay, Spaghetti Seth. I like where your head's at. Liar, I like where your head's at. It's wild. So I will ask again, one final time. Originally commissioned for the epic scale game Space Marine in 1989, this artwork features a certain Marine with a face uncanny to which famous actor? The art was pulled from a specific frame from a famous movie that this actor was in. I'm going to give you guys another 5 seconds, and then we will end our show. So what you need to do, by the way, when you write your answer down, you need to wager your points. So write how many points you're wagering and give me your answer. Okay, whenever. Or what? Are you guys ready?
Hold on.
Everybody, God, the determination in Logan's eyes right now is scaring me. It's
Can
so good.
I can only think of one thing, and I know it's not right, but I'm hoping on a prayer.
Can we call a nerd?
Yeah, I was thinking that too.
We're beyond that now.
We're beyond all salvation now.
Sorry. Yes, you're all beyond all hope. Okay. You guys ready? So which famous actor is basically featured on the cover art for Space Marine in 1989? Let's see what you got. Lift them up and tell me. Okay. Logan, you were first up on it. Tell me what you got here.
I have Arnold Schwarzenegger, and I bet it all.
You bet it all, 15.5. All right. And then Christian wagered all 12 with, what do you got?
Jean-Claude Van Damme.
Jean-Claude Van Damme, the
good.
muscles from Brussels.
Oh, that's good. I forgot about him.
Mark.
I didn't even have a guess, man.
The answer, gentlemen?
Wait, what did Mark bet?
Yeah, you.
Nothing.
Oh, you. Son of
Yes.
Boo.
Oh.
You broke the game.
Never even heard of the artwork. Yeah.
The answer is Conrad Kurz. Thank you for playing, gentlemen. There it is. No, I'm just kidding.
Jacks go home.
I had to.
I was about to be very angry.
Nope. I'm going to throw it in the presentation right now, and you guys are all going to facepalm, I think, at some point. It is Al Pacino.
Oh.
Al Pacino.
I knew that
In Scarface.
Dude, I remembered they were holding an M16 like that, and the only person I could come up with was Arnold in Predator. That was the only person I could remember holding an M16 with a grenade launcher.
He has it in Predator.
Yep. I remember the gun, but not the actor. I am so mad right now.
Al Pacino. Look at that. I mean, that is spot on. All they did was throw they gave him a crop top and put some blonde hair on him instead, and he's a dark angel right there. It's classic. So for
100%.
Listeners, if
Dark Angels aren't Native American.
Italian.
They're Italian.
There you go.
Yeah.
And they love cocaine apparently. So
it's called The Rock
sir.
is what it's called.
Oh wow, there we go. Oh, I love you too, Jax. Thank you. Yeah, for listeners that can't see this, I just go look up Space Marine 1989 and you will see the picture of Al Pacino, classic Al Pacino with a machine gun. So, well, thank you guys for playing. That does make Mark the winner at 21 points. He is our first champion of Adeptus Triviaris. Boom. Fantastic.
Yeah.
What do you guys
think? Do you guys want to know the answer to the question I asked at the beginning of the show?
Oh, yeah.
The first ever was actually a Discord event that we did, and it was bonus episode 30, and we had a bunch of guys from the Discord.
Doing right
trivia.
On.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. But we did not have no fancy titles back then. No fancy Adeptus Trivianus or whatever you're up to over here.
Oh man. Well,
no, good time, man.
Yeah,
I always like proving that I'm superior.
What'd you guys think, Logan, Christian? How'd you feel you fared for this?
I thought I would have done better.
I did better than I thought, so we balanced out.
Okay. Well, next time maybe we'll ratchet it up a little bit, or maybe we'll get some DMs going from the Discord folks and see if they can come up with some questions for you guys. But anyway,
I had a great time.
Yeah.
I always love doing bonus episodes, and if you guys have weird bonus episodes or games that you would want to play, shoot us messages in the Discord. Maybe we'll get up to doing some more different types of random stuff like this. It's always fun.
Yeah, thank you guys. Thank you, chat, for joining us and being a part of this. I really appreciate you guys. And if you guys like stuff like this, like kind of the trivia vibe, season 1 of the Funkatronic Rex podcast, yours truly is the host with the most. And so I do a few different style trivia things. We did one where it was like Magic the Gathering. Is it a card or is it a metal band? So, or is it, I'm going to say something, is it the name of metal band or magic card? And it's a bunch of stuff like that. So we played and Mark joined us for an episode. So season 1 of Funkatronic Rex podcast, you can check me out there with some of the fun games that we played. Yeah, Logan, what do you got going on in your world?
Talked about a little bit earlier. I've got a YouTube channel called @HydraThoughts. I see some of the people in this chat who have been chiming in on my channel. I appreciate you guys, and I appreciate everyone who's supported me so far. So thank you very much, and I hope to continue to entertain you in the future.
Moving on up with Christian.
Yeah. I just want to announce a new podcast that I just started tonight called Dino Lore.
No, can't do it.
First episode is going to drop next week if I have time.
Oh, God. You're going to make somebody on the Discord very sad because you're stealing the name right out from under him.
No. Yeah, if you like Pokemon, listen to the Pokelore podcast. We are a new project, mostly just on YouTube right now, but hoping to move to podcast platforms in the near future.
Right on. Mark, you want to take us home?
Well, that's another fun episode of Lorehammer. Up next, we have some Chaos Gods that we're diving back into in the Mortal Followers. So come check us out and stay tuned, and we'll see you all in the next episode of Lorehammer. Thanks, Court, for hosting this one.
Thank you, guys. It was my pleasure.
Great job, Court. Really
I won't
fun.
see you guys next time.